You guys give me if I kill that bird? Barbara, that's a bald eagle. Get away, baldy! Yeah!
Oh, well, this is the Word with Mike Pete and SteveGubsRadio.com. We are live here at the Cask Ale Fest at Blue Point in the heart of Patchogue. This is 2023. For those of you who have seen, this is our annual kind of portrayal of a great beer festival. Of course, everyone knows my co-host Pete, my co-host Steve, our producer Tom. Tom's here.
Tom! Hello, everybody.
Hey. T-Bone. And we have Peter Tripp from South Shore.
Tom.
Oh,
what's going on, guys?
Well, Pete Tripp is here. South Shore. We figured he's walking by. We're going to do our intro, throw him on real quick. So we're going to get you guys going here for Cask Fest. There's a lot to do. We have a lot of friends here, a lot of people streaming through. So we'll try to keep it short and sweet for each person, and then we'll have a good time ourselves. That's the whole point.
A lot of
right?
forklifts too.
There's a lot going on.
They're not lacking for forklifts.
So to the left of us, we have to the left of me, Viola Media, and then over here we got one of our favorites. That's two big jerks, beef jerky.
Everyone's favorite crack dealer.
Yeah.
Two big jerks.
There it is. We already got our first jerky. We're almost done with it.
And they already cracked us with it because they gave it to us. We started eating it, and I have
immediately.
Now my credit card's gonna go fucking
bananas.
That shit's bananas.
Well, while we got Pete here, what's going on, man?
Living the dream.
There you go.
Living the dream.
How's South Shore doing?
And by the way, when somebody says that, especially a man, it means his
that
life is
shit
miserable. He wants to die. And
everything is crap.
So
everything's going to high hell.
I feel you, and I love you.
We could get lucky that someone could miss with an axe and end up over here.
Hoping. I'll be over there most of the show.
They ricochet back.
I'll be over there most of the show, guys. So
we should actually move the table right in front of it, right?
We'll just put the one cage at ka-ching. Yeah. Do you want to do live reads now? Or you want to talk to Pete real quick?
Let's talk to Pete.
Yeah, let's talk to Pete real quick. Well,
Hi, Pete.
What's going on?
Hi.
Living the dream,
How's
right?
South Shore?
all right. So, what did you guys bring today?
Yes.
So the one that we did bring, we brought a gingerbread amber that we did like 2 years ago, but we had it in a barrel for 2 years.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And then
cherry
transferred
brandy.
to the cask?
It was kind of like you know how it is over here. It's like you got to try to bring your A game kind of thing. And after sitting there for 2 years, I was actually pleasantly surprised with like how it held up and everything.
Yeah.
So just like do it. Let's make it happen. And I'm actually looking forward to it. Usually with these things, it's like you're throwing stuff at the wall. You don't know what's going to stick or if it's going to taste like what you're throwing at the wall. So.
Well, we talked to a bunch of people before this is going to all start, and it just seems like some people are really methodical, but I think the majority is throw the kitchen sink at everything.
Pretty
let's
much,
see what happens. Flavors, chocolates, vanillas, all that other good stuff. And then all of a sudden, boom, there's a lemongrass, or boom, there's a ginger, or something of that nature. And it's let's see what happens.
Kind of finding interesting already. Just
a culinary display of beer. In a way.
I want to count how many different breakfast cereals or candies.
Well, the thing with that too is yes, there are some already. I've noticed some crazy beers, but there is quite a few breweries that just like we brought out English mild.
Oh, I'm most excited about
we
that.
We brought our beer flavored beer.
Yes. Well,
right.
What'd you put in that? What'd you put in that? Grain and hops. And,
I put water in there.
And water and yeast.
A little bit of yeast.
That's what we put. And there's ESB here.
Yeah.
I think Three's bought one of their just their regular on the menu.
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing
How
adulterated.
great would it be if that was the first to kick too? Something like that.
Just a standard beer.
Yeah.
straight up.
No, Charlie will kick first again because again
location.
No,
right?
I found out the secret. He puts musket balls in it. It displaces the beer, but it keeps the weight.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's the trick.
I'm on to
Musket
that
balls,
Civil
all
War
right.
veteran.
That son of a bitch.
Do you get
Yeah.
it? Charlie's old.
Yeah.
I don't know
Try
if any-
try
For those keeping
cannonballs
score at
next.
home.
Oh no, we're already fucking with Charlie saying that they're closing that entrance.
Yes.
And we're gonna only go through the middle.
There you go.
Start somewhere around J or M.
He's sweating.
It's like, no. You retain that trophy over the course of what, 4 years?
Nah, two.
Two?
We won 2 in a row.
All right. Well, this would be 3, and we keep them from that. Let's just go over and take the beer and just stand in front of the cask so we can.
So nobody
no
can
one
get
else
to
can
it.
get
Table.
Yeah,
You gotta
cock
cock
out.
block 'em,
Cock
right?
block. I like it.
I think Paul bought like tickets for guys just to do that. Just to stand in front of the cask. Just stand there. Hey, so what did you put in this?
Yeah.
Hey, how is this?
Can I have another?
Hey, oh, and you who? And
So what's the grain bill for this? And what's the percentages? Do anything interesting with the yeast?
so I could
stress
see
it out a little bit.
So is this Leverbond on this like a 21 or?
Ooh, that's the wrong Leverbond for that style. I don't think that's according to style.
Pete, what are
That'd be
what are your experiences with this festival? I mean, over the years,
Besides getting
I
hammered.
know you've been. Yeah.
Well, that was pretty much it, right? It's like, how do I get home? Yeah. You know what? The thing I love about this festival, obviously, there's, you're gonna get like one-offs, and you get to see people being creative and really thinking outside the box, which is like pretty much what this is all about. But honestly, it's just awesome seeing everybody, right? Everyone's busy with the, working a brewery, and it's great, doing these festivals just to catch up with everybody, even like the homebrew club guys, It's just, that's my favorite part of all of this, that's just like the big thing that I love about the craft beer community is just like the love of how everybody loves each other. So,
And the wild experimentation that happens here.
Absolutely,
and those guys really have nothing to lose.
Oh no.
No.
So might as well just try the most radical thing you can think of.
And I'm kind of lucky too, because we're S, so we're kind of far off. So by the time they get to us, they're pretty lit anyway. So it's like, yeah, give me the highest ABV. There you go. All
We're
right.
talking.
Yeah.
Now, what over the years you've seen an evolution here. What have you noticed so far this year that you think has been done better since previous years?
Well, it's like Steve said. People, it's like how far after them doing like this festival for years, like how far can you push that envelope?
Right.
What actually just comes back to like even what you're seeing in like the craft beer industry now, just like keeping it simple, silly kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like making flavored beer. It's like even in my tap room. Well, my boss at tap room. Sorry, Nick.
Fired. My ex-tap room.
Yeah. Just like our top selling beers are like, like the Pilsner and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We made a beer called Game Day, and it was just, just like a cream ale / blonde ale type of thing.
It hit.
And just like it hit,
Yeah.
and
you guys really have like a good core patron crew that comes through. Your location, you do have to come there to be there. It's not like you can walk through a town and just stumble upon it.
Yeah.
So you got to have people that are excited to visit South Shore for that day. Or
I mean, when those guys first opened up, before I was a part of it, I went in there and I just saw all the love and all the work and energy they put in that place, and I was like, I want to be a part of this, And I guess I manifested it, right? I did my vision board.
Well, going in there often and going, can you please just hire me, please?
But you just saw like the love that and it's good to be a part of it. And I think also the people that go there frequently, they see how much love is put into that place. And it's kind of like, like our version of Cheers.
Yeah.
Where we know everybody's name, and they know our name, and it's really cool. Like, and then they're like, when is this coming back? I love that like 2 years ago. They respond to the beer, which is, to me, is like, it's amazing, you know? It's validating,
And again, your town, your area is like a beer destination between Barrier and Long Beach and you guys.
And Bright Eye, too.
And Bright Eye now, too,
Yeah.
I mean, all within the space. Again, making Long Island these epicenters, small little townships of people where you just enjoy the day, hop around.
Exactly, yeah.
Have a good time.
Yeah, and that's kind of like something we're kind of working on to like, work with like the guys close to us doing like a bus thing every once in a while.
Yeah, it's a great
Just
idea.
keep it safe, So the other thing that works for us too is we're right by a train station.
Yes.
Right.
So, people can meet up at the train. It's just something we're trying to work on right now, get that synergy,
Yeah.
And then the other thing too is like you're exposing people to what else is out there other than us. It's like, it's great that everybody comes to us, but I have a lot of love for the other guys that are near us too. Like when I did have the homebrew shop, Bright Eye used to come in.
Yep.
Nick used to always come in. Dan from Long Beach would come in, and it was just amazing to.
I used to go in there often.
Yeah. Well, and we'd like talk shit
We
about
talk
everybody.
shit about a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then somebody'd walk in and be like, yeah, so you got those pills? I just, that pills in the malt, I just need a little bit from you, thanks.
Yeah. But it's just awesome. Even like walking around here, it's just like with the homebrew club guys and everything. It's just awesome, like how like I said, to like reiterate, but like everyone's just bringing the Ray game. And everything's gonna be good.
Yep.
And if something's like a little off, well, there's always next year, right?
There's always excitement when you guys kick your cask. Now, what else besides that? Obviously, as a brewer, would you be excited about? I guess like you said, the camaraderie with all the other brewers and stuff like that. Is there like a moment that you can remember over the last few years that like that's the standout moment that really makes this cask festival as good as it is?
I mean, this honestly, it's just a whole experience. I can't think of anything that stands out. For me personally, it's just from soup to nuts, from start to end.
Yeah.
The whole thing is just a great day. They have done from the get-go like just the best festival in Long Island, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The best festival that you want to be a part of.
Ever since the days of River Road, I went to a couple of there actually,
Yeah.
but the last one I remembered before they moved over here was one of the highlights of my craft beer drinking experiences. Just the experience of being there and the zaniness, craziness. I think the craziness turned down a little bit over the years just because of, obviously security and safety and stuff like that. But the overall experience that you're talking about between the bands that we have on, the amount of breweries out of here and the beer that they're experiencing, that all has cranked up to 11. For sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I always felt for me, you want to bring a good beer and have people enjoy it. And it was just seeing everybody.
Absolutely.
Because as brewers, your majority of your days are spent in the brewery and you don't fucking leave.
Oh, we spent the first hour when we got here just talking to people the entire time.
And
everyone's coming up saying, what's up, what's going on, how are you?
You're shot to see, hey, I haven't seen Pete in
since we
it's probably been a year, actually.
Yeah.
Since we were at the brewery for our season 5 finale, I think is where we did that.
Yeah.
So you hope to catch up, and be like, hey, what's going on? How you been? How's the fam?
How's the kids doing?
Yeah. It's again because we were in our own little breweries.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe once in a while these guys will get together at a New York State Brewers Association meeting.
Yeah.
But other than that,
It feels all formal then, though,
if
doesn't it?
there's an event,
Some
normally
after
you
parties,
don't go
but-
to the event.
Right.
It's somebody from the fucking tasting room is going because you still got to brew the next morning, and so that's where a lot of guys purposely want to come to this event just to fucking hang out and drink.
Yeah.
Buddy of mine was in upstate New York a few days ago, and I totally dropped the ball. I'm going to say this because I know what the brewers feel like drinking, and I was about to ask him to grab like a 30 rack of Utica.
Oh.
How great would that be if we had a 30 rack of Utica to hand out to the brewers?
It'd be like a fucking pack of crows attacking a
Seagulls and a McDonald's bag.
Yeah, seagulls at McDonald's attacking a fallen container of fucking fries.
Yeah.
I totally dropped the ball. I was like, that would have been a great,
Oh my God.
like Blue Point experience.
Yeah.
Everyone's got freaking Uticas.
Utica, mine.
Blue Point's gonna be like, why the hell there's
Mine.
Utica cans everywhere?
Mine.
What's going on? Dora, right? Dora.
Yeah,
in the
mine.
Not the Explorer.
Dory.
Dory in
Finding
Nemo.
Finding Nemo.
There you go.
Nemo.
All right.
Mine.
I'm glad you guys spoke up on the fucking Disney references.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Pete, so, what you're pouring, what you're bringing closely represents what the brewery's doing. Let's hear about, really quick, what you have been doing over the last few months and what do people have to expect if they come down to the brewery?
So like I said, we do have like the barrel aged stuff. We're finally, after 2 years, getting them out of the darn barrel,
Takes a while.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also just the momentum that the brewery's going in. It was just like, you kind of like that part in Pee-wee's Big Adventure where he's walking past the snakes. It's like, you got to do it. but it's like I'll get to it when I get to it, kind of thing.
Kiwi reference. We haven't had one of those for sure.
But it's just keeping on top of how the tap room's doing, which is thank God. No, seriously.
Yeah, post-COVID, no one knew. Who knew?
Yeah, exactly. And just trying to keep up with distribution and all that other stuff. So
I see you guys prominently in like Stu Leonard's and out on the shelves at all the Home D's and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, it's really, and then, now we do a beer exclusively for like Dirty Taco, which is really cool.
Nice. That's where I'll be going right after this.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dirty Taco.
Yeah, but like it's really,
what do they have?
I'm sorry?
Tacos.
No. What beer? What beer?
A few different types.
You guys are old dicks. What beer do they have?
So it's Dirty Taco, right? So
and they have tacos.
Yeah, and they
it's
have
like a
tacos.
Mexican lager.
Yeah. No, actually, it's pretty much just like a sea salt and lime kind of thing.
Oh, all right.
So kind of look, it has that vibe, especially for that clientele.
Yeah.
It's just like it's kind of like a Corona with the lime already in it, kind of thing.
I'll be interested to try it. I'll send my reviews as I get out. I don't do reviews. I'm just gonna send a picture.
One star.
Yeah, one picture from Dirty Taco. I'll have my tacos and my South Shore beer right there.
Yeah, just make sure you have the beer first, I guess, so you don't.
Trust me, I'll have the beer first.
Yeah.
I have a long drive after this festival. So
gotcha. So you got to drink a lot of beer so you can enjoy that ride home, right?
Yeah.
No, drink beer early, then food, then one beer with the food, and then I'll drive for 3 hours somewhere. So.
Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Okay.
We got to go somewhere. It's a destination.
You got to play that game. I had met you that one day at the Village Lantern.
Yeah.
And I told the wife, I'm only having 2 beers. She was like so happy.
Yeah.
Steins.
And I got 2 liters, and she fucking punched me in the face.
Hey, you didn't lie.
That's the way to do it.
Thank you.
Dunkles for all.
Oh, there goes the motherfucking.
There you go.
Oh boy.
Holy smokes.
The big gals going by.
Well, Pete, thank you very much for being on the show, and I'm glad things are going well over at South Shore. Yeah. And we're going to be excited to come through and drink some of the tasty South Shore concoctions you guys made for today.
Sounds like a plan. Looking forward to it, guys. Thank you so much for having me on. It's always a pleasure, as always.
Pete Tripp from South Shore Brewing in Oceanside. Check him out. And so we're Mike, Pete, and Steve right here at the Blue Point Cask Fest 2023. We'll be back with lots more right after this.
Govs Radio.
This is the Wort on Govs Radio.
Oh, this is the Wort with Mike, Pete, and Steve, GovsRadio.com. We are live here at the 2023 Blue Point Cask Ale Festival. Repping. Yeah, we're not live. I wish we were live. And we are joined here by Manny from Lithology. What's up, buddy? What's up, man? What's up?
Hi, Manny.
Hey, Manny, do you mind if we do our live reads now, really quick?
Sure.
All right, so listen, so we missed it on our first segment, but we're going to, reverse edit this motherfucker. And so we have some people that helped us be here today. And we're going to kick it off with Rosie's Draft Solutions. Go for it.
It would have been so nice if Nick could have hung out.
God damn it, Nick.
Dude, it would have been so cool if he did the live read.
I would have just handed it to him, and it would have been awesome.
Yeah,
come see us.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait, it's me.
If you mention a Wort, I'll give you a rub. Oh, wait, no, wait.
There you go. Getting that selfie in there. Got it. All right, go ahead, Steven. Kick it off.
So we got Rosie's Draft Solutions is a Long Island family-owned business that provides professional draft beer system services, line cleanings and maintenance, draft beer line system installs, event dispensing solutions, and more. They are passionate about craft beer and making sure it has the same quality as when it left the brewery. And why would you do that to my microphone?
I didn't mean to do that. Someone reversed the microphone, so I was trying to get rid of Manny's mic, and get the music in the background. We're going to get monetized on YouTube. We're going to get kicked off. It doesn't matter. Go ahead. Freaking yellow card. Go ahead.
I don't know where.
Yellow card. We are sponsored by Yellow Card tonight.
Yes, we are. The Wort, sponsored by Yellow Card.
Sponsored by Yellow Card.
Is there a Renaissance fair going on today?
Yes, there is.
Do the read.
All right, so you know what?
Yeah.
Rosie's, they're so passionate about craft beer and making sure it has the same quality as when it left the brewery. And that is only done by making sure the draft system lines are perfectly clean.
Clean and tight.
Clean inside. Rosie's services bars, restaurants, halls, events, and all other beverage establishments, including home kegerator installs across Long Island and Westchester. You can reach them at rosiesdraftsolutions@gmail.com or call them at 631-219-2075, Monday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tell them the Wort told you to fucking get those lines clean.
Yes.
And
clean
they will
them
clean
pipes.
Yes, clean them little motherfuckers. Sorry, did I have you down?
No.
Oh, you're down.
Stop.
I didn't take.
Don't hear me.
Yeah, why don't I hear you?
Or me?
Wait, gotta try it now.
You're a dick.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Rosie's Draft Solutions. Go over to rosiedraftsolutions.com or go into the link in our bio of our Instagram page, and you will see all of the goodness that is Rosie's Draft Solutions. We are sponsored by Beer Maker. Go ahead.
Beer
Peter.
Maker.
Oh,
Am I on?
shit.
Go ahead.
Am I on now?
You are. I'm not taking you off. I'm going to lower everyone else's microphone so we can actually hear you.
So he says.
Yeah, exactly.
Beer Maker, your at-home countertop brewing system. Apps for iOS and Android. Brew all your favorite beers at home on your countertop.
Yep.
With little tugboat sounds. It's a lot of fun.
Is that what it is? Is tugboat sounds?
I don't know.
It's Have you guys tried that? Do you use it?
Oh, we
brewed probably close to a half.
I made used the spent grain to make dog biscuits, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
What is it?
That
like
was the highlight of your.
I was so excited about that.
Yeah.
Is it like a gallon? What is it?
1 gallon.
Yeah,
1 gallon.
Brews into a
That'd
bag.
be cool for like testing like
Yes.
some recipes,
Yeah,
or even
exactly.
something for an event like this.
Yes.
Yeah,
And it's all
they have
grain.
their own kits. You can
All
use your
all
own
grain.
whatever grains
All
you
grain.
want. All grain.
That's cool.
It is pretty cool.
They
Yeah.
sell kits, and you can either that or you can make your own recipe using their
They have like a little
their
Excel
software.
sheet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Fancy.
It's
So
pretty
go
cool.
to BERMKR.com or go to our
Our
Instagram.
page.
Yes, our
Little discount code.
get the discount
Say a
right
little
there.
coupon code.
Coupon code?
Coupon code.
Coupon.
Coupon code.
So go to BERMKR.com. We're also sponsored tonight by Brewbag. Brewbag, we got it out there. It's ready
All
to go.
set up.
All
Tom's
set up and ready to
modeling
go.
the brew bag.
Yes, there's no.
Tom is ready to take all comers on brew bag.
Ew.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. So, Brewbag for your beer
Gonna
pong
change it.
cornhole. Outdoor games, you got 2 bean bags, you got 6 holes. Hold a beer, hold a bag, throw it on in there, close up the hole. First one to close the hole wins the game.
Tom's going to put those bags right in that hole.
Right in the
It's
hole.
a lot of holes.
Tom's got this. He's a young buck. He
Yes.
can make the.
He can put him into all the holes and
Yeah,
do it
all
again.
the bags into the holes.
Yep.
So go
All
to
the holes.
brewbag.com. Also, you can go to brewbag.com and go ahead and get your customized vinyl wrap right on your brew bag. So we have ours on there for our logo and some beers and
We got Lithology. They did one for Lithology. It's great.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
People love playing with it at the brewery.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like it's
Just wish I had more
different.
space.
Especially if you
Right.
make it, if you do it the way it's a
Yeah.
drinking game.
It's funny
Yeah.
because people look at it, they're like, "Have you guys seen where people just take one hole out to make it just cornhole? They
Yeah.
don't know
Oh.
what to do. They
No.
can't wrap their heads around
The
it.
worst,
six holes.
worst
Yeah.
one we've ever seen is they tried to throw the discs
No,
to
Yes.
try to get him in the hole.
Wow.
We're like, no, don't do that.
Yes.
that would be a crazy game. Like it would
That
just like,
sounds
be like
way
you
too
would-
difficult.
they're like, all right, we're gonna up.
You're
brew
gonna
bags. We're
destroy
gonna make
it.
it brew discs. Let's go.
Oh God.
If one, you would never win.
Someone's
and
gonna get
two,
something in the nuts.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna
Yeah.
happen. Catch one
Yeah.
right there in the nuts. So go to brewbag.com to not catch one in the nuts and get yours today. We're also sponsored by Brewers Hardware. Brewers Hardware for your small batch or large capacity needs. Go to brewershardware.com and go ahead and get all the tri-clamps that you need. Really appreciate Brewers Hardware for help sponsoring the show and giving gifts back to the brewers that are guests on our show. So thank them very much.
My nuts are my least favorite place to catch something. Just for a point of record.
I'm just throwing it out there that I don't
Just
want
saying.
those things in the nuts.
Catching things with my nuts.
Peter Griffin's here.
Hey.
Oh, he's here.
All right, so
I
Manny.
follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, do you?
Oh my God.
He's
Yeah.
good, man. He's
Yeah.
really good. Let's just talk about Lithology. So,
Whoa.
we'll start with Cask Fest. All right, we had you as our introductory last
year, yeah.
You were our stand-up intro.
There we go.
You now are the sit-down intro for this year.
Okay.
Changes this year, things good, bad, or indifferent. Let me hear it from you, from the brewer.
Give it.
Changes.
Yeah, anything that stands out to you
It
this
seems
year.
like there's more vendors here.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Yes.
So I'm kind of liking that. I think it's cool to have like different things to do because like after a while, I'm sure kind of get
Restless.
bored and restless.
Yeah.
Like,
Well-
and you get people to stay and hang out. So you got axe throwing
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, cool.
And then I saw a bunch of like that whole row over there that they moved. I didn't even know where those
It's like
guys
carnival
used to be.
games, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw the
Really?
hole in the
I see
toilet
roller-
seat.
I see roller
Say
skating
throw a
going
ball
on.
in a toilet.
Yes. A toilet seat.
Yeah,
I'm not even
Toilet seat
joking.
hanger.
I can see it right across from you. It's,
Yeah.
There's roller skating going on.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
a
Wait.
skating-
Oh, roller skating.
Yeah, I saw. I
saw
think
skateboarding.
I think because one of the vendors is those like roller derby.
Ah.
women.
So they're
You know,
doing something.
we had an opportunity to have that the roller derby girls on the show.
Yeah.
What the
They,
fuck? Why
they
didn't we
reached
do
out
that?
like year one.
Oh my god, that would
and
be
they
great.
and they want to do a live show at a live roller
Sold.
derby.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know what happened.
No.
From what I
communication
heard,
broke
broke down, but we
They
should have done
wanted
that.
to get you on roller skates and then knock your shit out
Yeah,
of you.
yeah.
Be
there you go.
hilarious.
Yes.
That sounds like great content.
We used to actually sponsor them.
Did you?
Like,
Yeah.
we
That
give
was
them,
the
like, a
first time
case
I
of
had
beer.
Long Island beer.
Yeah, exactly.
First time I had Long
Yeah.
Island beer, I went to a roller derby with my friends. I have no fucking idea why.
Yeah.
Like, right, I didn't even think they had a tap room yet.
No. And then they had the skateboarding demo that's happening.
Skateboarding demo. I'm going up there
I mean,
later.
this place just gets
Do some
bigger and
ollies.
bigger. It's crazy. I mean, the ticket is a lot more, but like they're giving you more.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I do still like. We were just talking about it.
A lot of weed here.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
don't
lot
know
of
if
weed.
I'm like down with it.
Right.
I'm not saying I'm against.
Right.
I'm not saying I don't
Yeah, it's
smoke,
legal
but it's
now,
just
but-
like
It's on a family
we're
venue,
here.
so we can.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Are you
It's
talking
not
about the
family.
mixing more of like the beer and the weed?
I mean, I guess a lot of people do it, but like then you kind of take away the family aspect of craft beer.
Right. Okay.
And you, as
Well, I
we
don't
know,
think they have it
There's no
in the
kids here,
brewery.
though.
Well,
there's no kids here today. No, you're right.
Thank God.
But,
But
I'm finding it at the brewery that some people that do have family members, the kids there, when they smell it coming in through the brewery,
yeah.
they give us like a face, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what to do because I'm like, well, it's legal.
what do you want me to do
like,
about it?
and
Can you
know.
smoke that in? I mean, you can't smoke cigarettes in your
You
brewery.
can't,
No.
but like you stand
Outside.
outside, it's
Yeah.
the wind's the wind,
wafting.
you know,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's just
yeah,
wafting in and stuff.
So I
like
guess
that,
from a
so-
business standpoint, you kind of wish it was more like isolated somewhere where it wouldn't affect the business,
yes.
and then they could still have fun and do what they want, but and at the same time, it does affect the business. It
Yeah,
does.
yeah, definitely,
Does put
definitely.
it
I mean, there's going to be a point where I'm hoping that there's a way to combine both things, but how do you test that?
Long term.
Long term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it could happen. You
Right.
know, and like it starts with some place like this that's owned by a Canadian weed dispensary.
Sure. I'm
And,
sure there's a way to figure that all out
Yeah.
to make the balance correct.
And it has to be obviously governmentally controlled in a way that
Yeah.
it makes it safe and for everybody.
Sure.
Everyone just will have a good time.
What's interesting though, I just there was this article the other day that it's not going too well for New York.
No, and I don't know why, because
selling
it
weed.
goes
Because they're
well in other places.
Fucking up, passing out the licensing.
And it's the guys that are licensed
Yeah.
are a tenth of what the actual shops that are selling that are not licensed, because the monetary stipulation against them is so small
Yeah.
that the fine
the penalty is
for
just
what
cost of
they're,
doing business.
for what they're selling, they're making way more than what the fine is.
Well, I think it's also a matter of time and figuring it out, the situation. Yeah. But, oh, nice. A little growler action.
growler action.
So, overall, though, Manny, your concept of this year, besides vendors,
Yeah,
what do
I
you
think
notice?
I like the concept again that they got the brewers on the outside part and everybody gets to be like
Yeah,
inside.
remember
I
when they
thought
did it that one year?
That was
the
weird.
opposite.
It was. We were just talking about it.
We were
inside
in
the
that.
tent,
We were in that little corral in the middle.
Yeah.
And people came at you.
I didn't like that.
You had nowhere to go.
I didn't like that.
That was terrible. But we were joking around about the fact that they put in like the little barrier, like
Oh yeah,
The
nobody
cartoon
can get past
cross,
that.
can't cross it.
Can't get through that, buddy.
You
But I
can
get it.
stand
You
there.
gotta be corporate. You know, you gotta
Yeah.
follow all the rules and stuff. There's
Well, and
fire
also this is the first year that Tilray's kind of involved in this.
Yeah.
So
I
they're
wonder
just
how
kind of
they're-
figuring it out with us.
Yeah, I wonder how they're feeling about it.
I mean,
You know.
they got their vendors, they got a lot of tickets sold, they got a lot of stuff going on. So for the most part,
Well,
you know,
for them too. This is like they got to look at it as holy shit. All these people are coming to our brewery that we now own.
Yeah.
We have 72 casks.
Yeah. 70.
Blue
fucking
Point is 72 casks. We
Ooh,
not even count
Jesus.
mother cask, the big mama.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
And so all the people that are going to come, they're going to drink Blue Point beer. So in their eyes, like, wow, this community is really up and fucking likes us.
Yeah. And Long Island does. Long Island just has that.
yeah,
core.
100%. Even the breweries.
We do love getting drunk.
Yeah.
Even sure. You know, there's maybe a handful of brewers that are like, fuck them. No, they're
Yeah.
corporate. Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't know, man. When
Well, when they come here and they have all of the local breweries here, they're
Thank
showing
you.
the local support
Thank
for
you.
everybody, and it's just a little fuzz there, and their ability to kind of reach out and have the community and show, like, we're with you. We're behind you. We just made it, but we still respect and everything you guys do.
before Tilray came
What
in.
brewery has so many breweries come to their brewery?
Yeah, no, there's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the competition invited to them.
I'll say the only other one, and it's only been recent in the last so many years, is the Brewers Collective does their own Blue Cask Fest.
The independent one.
And there's a good amount, obviously not as big as this, but it's all local breweries.
Yeah.
But like, as we're walking around today, there's a decent amount of out-of-state breweries here.
Yes, a lot.
A lot of Jersey.
It'd be cool if you guys got them on to see what they feel about this. Because
Well, what's interesting, we've actually, a good majority of the breweries that are here, we've had on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bucket Brigade.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What was the other one that's over on the other side?
Another Jersey brewery.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say we are the ambassadors to those guys because we told them
100%.
about this
What the hell?
years ago and said, listen, you need to get your ass, contacted with the guys over at Blue Point and say, like, we want to be part of this. This is one of the best cask fests that you can find, if not one of the only ones on the Eastern Seaboard that has this many people at it, this many breweries at
And
it.
they up it every time, right? Every time there's something new. Every time there's like.
And I think that's the big thing. They're always striving for better, striving for more.
Sure, because if it was the same as last year,
Oh, yeah.
you might lose
You'd have a
some
drop in
people,
attendance,
right?
yeah.
You got to pivot all the time.
The redundancy.
We've learned that.
Pivot.
So
Exactly.
More importantly, now that we know this is an awesome festival and everything, so what's going down at Lithology?
Yeah.
Man? I see you guys doing
first,
doing certain things.
What'd you guys bring today?
we
Brown
brought
ale.
I brought the cherry chocolate brown ale called
Nice.
We Can Brew This. It was a invention that came up with by Mary. I do like a bartender series where the bartenders, I ask them one a year. It's like, oh, what do you like? What do you want to see on? Let's come up with a beer based on some beers that I already make and kind of change it up.
Right.
So that was Mary's first beer. She does another one called Killer Queen that does really well. So this year I had the brown ale. I was brewing the brown ale and I was like, oh shit, Cask Fest is here. So I was like, oh, let's just do the We Can Brew This. And then I also did this year, tried out a strawberry basil sour. So I added jalapeno to it to make it a spicy strawberry basil sour. It's called Nice and Ill, but it's spelled differently because it's nice. It's a rock formation based on lithology. Trying to stay with our theme of our brewing. And Nice and Ill is actually the name of a rap group that Chris Mills from Jones Beach Brewing Company used to be a part of. So it's a little homage to our tenant brewers. So
that's cool.
That's a.
What I like.
It was like a Beastie Boys type of thing?
They had like three.
boy.
They had three members in the band. They did pretty well when he was like 26 years old. Like I listen, you could go on Apple and download their album.
Bro,
it's actually pretty
he
funny.
was just going to throw the disc.
I'm
not even joking.
I know.
I'm not even
So what do I do? Do I
joking.
just throw it at
the man was going to
Do
toss
I aim for your nuts and then bounce it off your nuts?
The crazy part is like imagine you have to like throw the disc and get it right. Like it has to line up on all the different
right
like,
in the
things.
nutsack.
Yeah.
Well, I did what I did like when I came over. I tried that beer right away, and Mary's standing behind it, and her picture the label is on the front of the cask. I go, you know how many people are going to go, oh, what do you got?
Hey,
Yeah. It's a good time.
It's a big game going on over here.
Tommy's.
Now I'm getting
Tommy's a
dealing.
play-by-play.
Tommy's dealing.
Oh,
Damn. Another one.
Bring them back.
Knock them down.
It's like beer pong. Bring them back.
That's
Who's
it.
doing the play-by-play?
Beer pong
Yeah.
cornhole, baby.
Fucking
Bring
Tommy.
it back.
Tommy's
Wow, forgot about
slaying.
that.
So you got two like really
like
adjacent brews to what you guys are doing, but like something really a little more.
a little extra to
Yeah,
it.
like
Yeah. Then for the Indie Cask Fest, I have something else planned that I've been trying to figure out how to do. But now that you're talking about that like brew thing, like maybe I could do it on that. Like it's like it's a beer that I don't normally brew, so I can't just like
And
make
it's such a
3.5
small
barrels.
batch.
I was just gonna.
Small.
Well, I was gonna say for him, small batch is basically what they do.
Right.
Yeah.
So
But you
to do
can
a
scale
smaller
up.
batch.
Yeah. Smaller.
Yeah.
If you use the software that they provide for you,
Bro,
you can scale down or scale up.
I was actually impressed by it. It'll
That
break
says
it
a
down.
lot when
You
Steve
could
says
you could actually take one of your regular recipes, put it in, and it'll scale it down.
That's even better.
Yeah. So you could do it. Whatever like you're thinking of doing.
Yeah.
You use your software that you always use. You can put that input it into theirs.
Yeah.
And it'll scale it down to hey, 15 ounces of this.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Pretty
It's
cool.
a great
Love it.
concept. They really did. I mean,
That's the shameless plug right there. Let's do it.
Right, exactly. So what are you most excited about for today's festival? What's the big thing on your list here?
Well, to be honest, I'm here to sell. We have a sale going on for the Long Island Brewers Guild membership that goes on. So I'm actually here to rep that vendor. And so we're going to be trying to tell people more about it. All of us were on. Larry was here.
Yeah.
He was there.
Larry's stepping in here.
So we have a sale going on. It's $50 off the membership. It still goes on until June.
Treasure hunt's still going on.
The treasure hunt.
So who was that grand prize winner? Who was the guy?
Rambo. The guy Rambo.
Yeah,
Rambo. So he did it in 4 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is.
So obviously,
there's a video.
The band does not work.
No, he does. He does like bingos and stuff. And he had his girlfriend drive him everywhere.
Yeah.
Smart man. Sounds
and
smart.
she was
like my life.
And listen, he was really smart. He invited her to the little vacation that they had, the weekend vacation. She was there.
Nice.
So it was a good time. But next year it's gonna be a sweepstakes.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it a little harder for everybody. But so you have it until June. So we were like, hey, let's offer a deal. So it's $50 off today. And it's 30 breweries. So you get a free flight.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's
like,
what,
why
7
not?
more months?
Yeah.
So everyone wants $3.33 a flight?
Yeah.
Right.
Come on.
No-brainer.
Buy it. Let's go.
Larry's
Larry's
going
here.
on?
He's the one that approves it. He's the treasurer.
Are you fucking kidding me? You gave him the money?
Man, people voted him in, man. I don't know.
That's how I got my limo here.
Oh shit! now I know
Subsidizing.
That's right.
No, now I know why he's inviting me to Belgium next year.
Yeah, he's got all the cash
shit
under the mattress, all under the mattress, ready to go. Larry, what's going on, man?
Nothing.
We're just at a
drinking.
cast
We're
fest.
drinking.
Yeah, having a good time. Yeah. How are things going at Spider Ride? What are we up to today? What do we got pouring out
We're
of the
we're
Spider Ride
pouring
cast?
our peanut butter cup Boris and an English mild, 3.5%, nothing added to it.
By the way, I'm
True traditional.
I finished my Boris. Delicious.
I love how Larry's like, nothing added to it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. You're drinking my straight beer.
Holy shit! What is that?
I don't know. Get crazy.
Get the top on.
So let me ask you guys.
No, it's not.
Who do you
feel
guys
that
think is
stupid.
going to pull it off today? Are we getting a hat trick or is it going to be Ghost?
I don't know. It's gonna be tough to.
Who's
here's the
standing
thing.
at the entrance giving out their beer?
Larry,
Shit.
we specifically went past him and would not drink his beer.
Yeah. There should be We should have had a.
We're not giving him an edge.
We should have had like a petition going out. No brewer tap into the 1940s.
Yeah.
Make it fair.
Or just randomize it.
Yeah. Well, I said to Manny before, we should rotate the breweries 90 degrees every year and see if there's something to that. Yeah. Or not. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be something to that. I
feel like to go and play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater right now.
Exactly. Yes.
Did you see the documentary?
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah,
I liked it. It was cool.
I watched, and there was another one, and so I'm a big ska fan. There was a Ska Up or something like that.
Really?
That was on I think, Netflix, or you had to buy it independently.
Okay.
And I watched it. It was really good. And go figure it was
check
on
that out.
there as one of those, breaking, because of Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Because they broke ska to the public through that game. It's unbelievable.
So we're just cracking open a little trip into the woods, Sierra Nevada Barrel Age Series.
I thought this was going to be like a 2 o'clock.
It's like
It's an Abbey Ale aged in brandy barrels with mandarina orange and cocoa nibs.
Damn. Cocoa nibs.
And I believe it's only like 9.5%. So
that's it.
I'm sorry. My mistake. 11.4.
13.
Stupid. Stupid me.
That's it.
Stupid me.
That is thick.
Larry,
why do we have glasses that say April 16, 2016?
I don't know. I didn't even look at it, to be honest with you.
Oh, I didn't.
Wow.
Different
Well,
glasses.
that's what they gave the brewers. Like the brewers always get
It's
like the
actually a
leftovers.
good size, though. I like this
I
one.
like this size. We should do this for the next event we have in Long Island Brewers Guild.
Yes, just
Just start dating really old.
The only
Cast
problem is there's no money left.
Yeah, Larry's going to Belgium.
Yeah, Larry's going to Belgium. He's like, oh, I'm going
I have
away.
the
He's
pod
going to Portugal
with
too.
The headphones and the TV.
Yeah,
exactly. Larry, you guys are Boris, and you have, what was the other one? I'm sorry.
An English mile.
Yeah, the English mile straight up, right?
Straight up.
English
3.5%.
See, there's no pineapple.
As we were saying it before.
I said earlier.
Yeah.
No Sour Patch Kids.
There are so many breweries that bought crazy shit, but there's a good bunch that have brought straight up. Here we are, just the beer. It's a mild. It's an ESB. It's a fucking
love
Pilsner.
This is straight up Oktoberfest too.
So
single
good.
cut.
Yes, that's right.
I gotta
Single
look at
Cut
that.
just has an Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah,
get
man.
on
Omelette.
that. What have you noticed this year? I've been asking everybody. Noticed this year versus last year or years prior? Something good, bad, or indifferent that you kind of see. You've been walking around for a good couple hours now.
Oh, at the fest?
Yeah. Here.
No,
I don't know.
just hang, just all around, Larry. Larry noticed that there was hot
the high
toddies
ABV.
Yeah, the higher ABV.
and some
I'm
hot
on a
toddies.
time limit here.
Larry walks up and goes, with ABV, they go, 8. Nah, fuck you.
No. I
You
mean,
bougie ABV
for
motherfucker.
the few I looked at, it's definitely sour. Something's
Okay.
no, and half of the ones I looked at definitely hot peppers too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of hot pepper, a lot of sour.
So like a heat,
I have
heat
a
element
I have
to
a
it.
sour hot pepper one.
You do,
But
was
it
very
needs
good.
to be a little bit hotter.
Where's
I
that?
think.
It was good.
I need like to put the bomb from like the hot ones.
Oh, no. No, have you ever tasted that?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Oh fuck!
It's
I had
really?
it. It's terribly tasting.
Is it terrible?
And there's
hot.
an addiction to it.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Cause I'm like, when you're done, I'm like, maybe I need more. Yeah, we did it.
You get that hit of endorphin from the
Yeah,
slice.
yeah.
I need more.
No,
I need
you
more.
get
It
hot.
just hits you. It hits you.
You get? Have you had it?
Yes. It's
You
terrible.
get high. You get high.
Really?
Well,
Like,
you
you're
know
like,
what? It's
I think
that,
your body's dying.
It's that
Just
I
like
believe
when it does in shroom, when you take shrooms, you're just dying.
Yes,
So
you're
your
dying
body's
inside
like,
just a little bit.
Your body's like, let's make it feel nice to die. So like, they're like, okay.
It's very thoughtful.
How nice of them.
Yeah, your body's like, let's give him endorphin. Like, it's peaceful, dying slowly.
Larry, what are you really looking forward to today?
Today.
Yeah.
He's leaving.
Yeah.
he actually is.
I'm leaving. I'm looking
I
forward
can't
to
wait
that.
to go to Manhattan.
Yeah, there you go.
Larry's looking for
Larry's
a new
had a lot to
champion.
drink
It's a good
today
tip.
already.
No,
All right.
I
Larry
would
wants a
like
new
to
champion.
Find, so let's say I would like to find
Yeah.
a Belgian Dougal.
Ooh, yeah. I
Is
don't
it
know if you got it.
Like in the ether in the world?
no, right here.
Or just
Today.
right here?
I'm
Okay.
gonna look around
All right.
and I want a Belgian Dougal.
Okay.
That's what I want.
I have.
Is there a Pilsner?
I was saying
Somebody
the
have a
odds are with you in that the amount of beer that's here,
Yeah.
there's got to be someone that did something.
You would, yeah.
Hey,
and
hey,
I
wait a
will
minute.
find it.
If you had settled for a triple, you
Blue
settled for a
Point-
triple.
I had a
but-
triple.
Okay.
Blue Point has 72
Already
cans.
done that.
Yeah.
I know, right?
So you might find one of
72
them.
kegs, they might have Dougal.
The odds are.
going out.
Jim,
Oh, we're getting
There he
ready.
goes.
is there a Dougal? Do you guys have a Dougal?
No, we have Fruiter Doppel. So my barrel age is.
Jim is
blend
here,
of
by the way,
Fruiter Doppel
folks.
And Imperial Stout.
Jim
Larry,
from
move
Blue
the mic
Point.
to him so
Jim
we
Richards.
can hear him.
Yeah, no, we
I
can
can
hear.
fucking scream really goddamn
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that
Jimmy.
helpful?
That is very helpful. Thank
Okay,
you.
good.
We love Jimmy.
You know, I'm not in prime yet.
Yeah.
Like, it just gets worse from here.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
That's all downhill from here.
Jim's getting all set to tap that
can.
mother. Tap the big
I'm a
mother.
sensitive fat kid who cries a lot. That's what brewers do.
We're at an emo
Yes.
festival, so.
Yeah, emo festival with beer.
All right, love
Cheers. Thank you, Jim.
Later, Jimmy boy.
Jim, on episode 125, just before this show, we got Jim and Mark sitting down.
So he's
there.
got, he's
Mark's
got
sitting right over there.
a Doppel.
Oh, yeah.
Starts with a D.
Yeah. Well, it'll work.
Did you guys have our collaboration beer yet? Did you try it?
Off of? With who?
The
What,
Long Island
27
Brewers Guild,
breweries
27
from
breweries.
Long Island?
no,
we
not yet.
care. We
Oh, you
care a
should-
lot.
you
We
should be
made it
ashamed.
here. We made it at Blue
Ashamed.
Point,
Yeah.
which was crazy because they're like, "This is the brew day," and the guy's like, "Brew started."
Yeah.
Like, wait, I don't have to shovel out. I don't have to get dirty.
No.
27
Look
Long
at
Island
Mouse.
breweries.
Yep.
Charity for Long Island Cares,
Excellent.
and you didn't drink it.
Oh, I did.
Calling you out.
Right here.
I haven't seen it yet.
Steve did.
I did. I got it from Larry.
yeah.
I was at his brewery. I got it. I got it from
Did
his
you
brewery.
like it?
And I did.
I like it.
I did.
I think it's great this year.
It's very smooth and drinkable. It's
Yeah.
just a really nice, like clean IPA, crystal clear.
Yeah.
It's
Not filtered,
it's
crystal
not a,
clear.
it's not a hazy.
It's not a hazy.
It's got a tiny bit
I
of
like
haze.
that. That's good
fuck
stuff.
your hazy.
but
Yeah.
it's got a nice amount, and the hop profile is very nice also.
Little danky.
Guess who
like it,
came up with it?
It's definitely good beer.
Larry did.
We're talking.
No
to the
haze,
guy.
no
We're talking
haze,
to the guy.
fucking Goldstein.
Larry was texting me. He's like, "No haze. We're not."
There would never be haze in this beer.
How dare you with A's,
bitches.
I think it's great. It's selling really well. At Lithology, it's doing
Very
really,
good
really
beer.
well. We
Yeah.
only got a case left.
We're out
of the 4-pack.
We're out of cans, but we have some tap.
Yeah, I have some tap left.
Okay.
But it's great. We push more draft out of our place. So
What
like,
was the hop profile in it?
It was so when you smell and drink it, it's definitely more towards the like a ripe tropical fruit.
Okay.
A little danky. I've had people say weed. I don't get the weed.
Okay.
But
go next door.
maybe
for
it's
weed.
from it's maybe from smoking the weed. But yeah, like the ripe, like real ripe tropical fruit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like a delicious beer.
It actually
6%, very like just drinkable.
Yeah. Approachable.
I actually have a couple of cans I should have brought.
Yeah, you should have. You said you brought them. So 12% fucking
11
deliciousness.
That happens.
Yeah. Did Larry get any of this?
Yes, of course he did.
No,
Can't leave Larry.
I only got a little bit.
Well,
there's more in here, buddy.
There's more in here. Again, pass it around. So big expectations. I mean, obviously, things have kicked off. It started about half an hour ago.
VIP.
Tent is right.
Yeah, VIP's kicking.
I want to see a new winner. Is my biggest thing.
A new winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
outside
it'd be cool. It would be cool to see 1940s do the hat trick.
Yeah.
But but
Depends where the entrance
it's
is.
also cool to have like new people represented. You know?
I think the award is a sham.
The what?
It's a sham. I mean,
The award
quickest.
or the award?
No, the award.
What?
The award.
The award. I was like, dude, you just
It's just every quickest kick. It means nothing.
nothing.
It means nothing. I mean, if you want, you have somebody go around like they used to do,
And
they do some tasting, and they say, hey, this one was unique. This was. I don't think there should be any awards here. Everybody's a winner because we fucking all this great beer.
Everyone's a wiener.
I think it's great.
Everybody's a wiener.
I mean, like, look how many people, like, everyone looks forward to this event. There's, like, only 3, we talked about it on the podcast, like, there's, like, 3 or 4 really good, like, where brewers want to go to that event.
Yes.
And this one's always, like, there's always people that are like, can I go? Can I go? I'm like, no, you need to work the bar. No, you can't, you can't go. I'm going.
This one and Bats and Brews are the best.
Oh my God!
How did you guys like? I didn't get to go to Bats and Brews. I wasn't invited.
I usually leave early just to bolt out, but I packed it where I took my personal vehicle, and we were the last people to leave.
Nice.
Took advantage of the whole thing.
Nice.
I almost went. Candy tried to get me to go.
Dude, you should have went.
She's like, just fucking go. I know the guy at the door. Just go. And I'm
Should've
like,
went.
nah, I can't. I can't do
my
it.
God.
What do you
was
guys
awesome.
want to see?
I think overall, doing the pass through early on here, there's a bunch of breweries like Take Two and Somerset that have not been here before.
Yeah.
They're
And
so
I want to
excited.
see what they put together.
It's cool to see everybody's faces, though, the people who've never been here before.
Yeah.
Because Jones Beach is here,
There's
too.
actually
it's
Jones
true.
Beach, first time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we saw the boys.
Yeah,
Right.
actually, I had the porter.
Yeah.
Very good.
So, like, it's funny to see that because, like, Brian was here last year representing me.
Yeah.
So they're finally here. So I haven't actually hung out with the crew yet. But I like seeing the faces of people who first time they're here.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, man,
it's like
they're so-
a crazy
they're so
festival.
fucking excited.
It's not like other festivals.
Oh wait, we're not starting the show. By the way, we're not starting the show.
And not to take away from Long Island, there's like little breweries, like there's one from Ohio.
Yeah.
Little brewery.
Saw that, yeah.
7
Yeah.
Barrel, and they're here.
That's little.
That's crazy.
It's little to come from Ohio.
For me, oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, for me, 7 barrels. I'm like, damn, I wish.
The New Jersey breweries that we were talking about, I was speaking with Bucket Brigade just before the show, and I said to him, like that's what I was telling you, like Blue Point does it right. They sent them the kegs, the casks.
They mailed them to me.
They mailed them to
They
me.
could have rolled them to me, and they mailed them to me.
When that shows up, I'm like, this is the best thing.
Right?
It sucks to have to go pick it up.
You walk in empty-handed, you leave empty-handed. It's the
that's it.
easiest festival.
Like Mary came and was like, "Do we have to do anything?" I'm like, "No, just show up.
Yeah.
Just show up.
Yeah.
I'll bring stickers or whatever. I always bring stickers, but I'm like, just show up. There's no tent, no bar, no keg, jockey box, no CO2.
How great is that?
Like,
The
no
best-
ice.
the
You
best-
don't give a shit about ice.
The best
Like,
part is the end when you just walk
you're
the
done.
fuck away.
You're like, oh, happy? Oh, we get to go to a party?
Yeah.
Yes.
Pizza.
Let's go.
That's why
pizza.
I think
just
that's
walk
the major
away.
reason
So
why
good.
everybody likes it so much.
Yes.
Because we don't have to do
The work.
500 other things that we usually have to do. Right.
And
So-
as I said earlier on when we were speaking with Pete Tripp, all these brewers love coming to this.
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh, they're staffed in the tasting room where we would always send, yeah, you got to do this event. Just fucking you go. I'm not going to that.
Yeah.
All the guys come here and gals because they want to see each other because we haven't seen each other in fucking how long.
Dude, this is one of the ones that I make sure I'm at.
Yeah.
Like my wife's like, we're doing stuff. I'm like, we're not.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Yeah, I'm
She's
always
like, it's Cask Fest, Indie Cask. I will admit, Indie Cask Fest is one of my favorites too because they have volunteers pouring for you.
Right.
And you just hang
Yeah,
out
it's
and
even better
mingle.
you do even less.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do even less. Yeah,
If we didn't do more or less before,
less.
we're doing even less now.
So these two are the best because it's like you said, we don't get to see each other all the time.
Yep.
We actually get to try each other's beers.
Yep.
And just great fucking time.
Just hang out, drink.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? What's going on?
Yeah.
And we saw so many people, like just early on. I mean, we could have stopped and spent all 4 hours just hanging out. And
You guys
talking
should just
right?
walk around with portable mics.
We did have them last year, but by the way, brought my portable rig and the device that records everything,
Oh,
that
that's-
sums everything.
You have the Zoom thing?
The
Zoom-
H6.
Yeah.
All the batteries blew up and battery acid everywhere, and
No.
it blew out everything. So we can't even do any portable thing. That's why we didn't do a stand-up with you again this year.
Damn.
I know.
I
Yeah,
wish
yeah.
we had pirate outfits.
Well, think about it.
I have one in the
The
car.
last time we did it
Yeah.
was at an AC Beer Fest.
Yeah, and just those batteries
I'm
been
not
sitting
doing
in
it,
there.
bro.
Since,
Where we
so
wanted to
that's
punch
problem.
Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah. Don't punch Kelsey Grammer.
He
we
was
were
just
so-
on Long Island pouring his stuff.
Pete and I was so close to punching him right in the face.
No, you weren't.
And Mike said, no,
you
we weren't allowed.
I kept them back.
Mike,
I'm
Mike, what's your favorite thing? I haven't heard from you. What's going on?
at Cask Fest?
Yeah.
Just the variety of beer, because I'm a consumer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm an alcoholic, so
Okay.
I want
Functional.
First
That-
step.
that's the first step.
First step to accept it.
Yeah, right. I'm also a degenerate gambler, so all of this stuff
That's gonna be
I'm
great
good
when the
with.
Sands Casino comes.
Yeah,
to
well,
Nashville.
I'm going to AC tonight, so don't worry about
All
it.
right.
So I have, this beer, the lemongrass wheat. I've had an IPA. I've had a porter. I've had a stout. I've had everything that I like about beer, all within like the first hour I was here. So for the most part, everything to me is the variety, the radicalness of what everyone and all the brewers are doing, the craziness of everyone's creativity. That to me is the best part of this. The music is great. It's right up my alley. It's not a Pete's alley over here.
Fucking hate it.
Right, but
Pete, you don't like it?
no,
I don't like
he's not
Really?
a punk emo guy.
So you don't like your intro of this show?
I like beer by Real Big Fish. That's about it.
Ah,
See?
okay.
Yeah, 'cause
Wow.
who doesn't like beer
Like
by
every time you have to hear the intro, you have to be like,
Bro,
I like.
bro,
I like
he tells me and Mike all the time, all right, emo boys, cry me a river.
Yeah. It just all sounds like guys fucking whining about the last. Oh god. But fucking
emo-
pissing and moaning
I saw-
about their fucking ex.
Have you not?
Yeah, and
I
that's
saw
what he
a
asked me-
meme.
He asked me earlier. He goes, is this talking about a guy whose girlfriend shit? I go, they're
Yeah.
all about
They're
that.
all
bro."
about. I saw a meme. It was like emo and country music are pretty much the same
Yes.
fucking thing.
Yeah. One has a pickup truck, one has like a Volkswagen GTI.
Yeah.
Like that's
Whoa, I had a GTI.
I don't.
What do you know?
I had a GTI too.
And I do like emos.
There you go. Nail on the head.
Let's send someone for beer.
Yeah.
Let's flag someone down.
Well,
and
let's
get us
go
beer.
get beer. How about
Jared,
that?
get us beer.
No, we're going to get beer.
No, we're good.
God.
This is the word with Mike P and Steve GubsRay.com. We are live here at the 2023 Cask Festival at Blue Point Brewing in the heart of Patchogue. We're going to go take a beer break.
Wait, can
And,
I say one more thing? I'm going to plug again.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you haven't done it, on sale now, the membership for the Long Island Brewers Guild Treasure
Yes.
Hunt is going to be $100 from now because we wanted to make it special for the Cask Fest till December 31st, and then it stops.
And
you
then-
got until June to go to 30
What do you get with
breweries.
that?
Yeah,
30
what
30
breweries.
breweries, free flights at 30 breweries for $100.
It's a lot of breweries.
That's a lot of
And
fucking
you
breweries.
get tokens. At my place, you get a little chocolate token. You get a little extra treasure.
And there might be future raffles.
And there might, we're looking for more sponsors.
shit.
We're looking for more sponsorships.
And maybe a guest host
I was
of the
gonna say,
Wort.
There you go.
Yeah, and we have.
So
I know.
I like it. Throw it in
Some
there.
out for me.
I know a
When
meetup.
Pete's out here,
There's
Some
meetups,
for me.
meetups every week, and I think Spider Bites has a later
Spider
meetup.
Bite's coming still.
Yeah, it's still coming.
What do you have major prizes left, or is the grand prize is gone?
The grand prize is gone, but so there are 10 people that finished, and they get to do a one-on-one brew with a brewery.
That's fantastic.
We're not sure if we're going to do one-on-one different breweries or one place. And then we're looking for more sponsorships to get more tickets.
Right. So if any sponsor out there want to get involved with this, that's a great way of kind of attaching yourself to the Long Island Craft Brewers Club.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Larry, anything before we get out of here?
Hey, what's up?
This is where
Thanks, Larry.
I'm going to promote Lithology too.
We have two English beers coming out, low ABV, and English mild, and an English copper ale. I don't want to say ESB because it's really not, but it's excellent.
And me and Larry might be doing a brew together.
Yes.
We might be doing a brew together.
We're doing a 9% quad at Lithology.
All right.
I was just told today.
Hey, Manny, what was the best collab you ever
Manny,
did?
look at the bag.
There's my shirt.
The Long
There's
Island
my
Brewers
shirt.
Guild.
There he is. Matt is here, guys.
What's up, Matt?
Matt's wrapping it all over, buddy.
That's right. All over.
Love the Finback shirt. And Gary's here. What's up, buddy?
Give us Gary a t-shirt for sale. Long Island Brewers.
There you go. All right.
Oh, we actually got
Wait, Gary, we need more ear.
So anyway,
You're 3 short.
Yeah, you're three short.
So
Three more hands.
What was the best collab you ever did?
Oh shit.
emotionally,
Let me get a little.
We're both. Best tasting and
Taylor Ale.
Taylor Ale.
Taylor Ale with Barrage.
That shit was
I
so
actually
good.
want to make that beer again. People are asking, especially after especially after the event that happened.
It was that hop core, and it was only grown. I got it from 27.
Yeah. 20, but now they're like a weed farm.
Yes.
I was going to ask, do they even grow hops anymore?
No, it's all hemp.
think
It's
so.
a hemp farm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're gonna grow weed the minute they can. So why not?
Why not?
I got some.
I mean, I get it. You guys chase the money.
Yeah. Well, why not?
So, like,
Yeah, that beer came out so well.
That beer was great, and like we are doing a right now. Daler Strong # Daler Strong is one of the beer. We changed our name of a beer because proceeds of that beer from the bus accident are going to the son who was left.
Yeah.
From the woman who passed.
Yes.
Terrible.
Pete lives in Farmingdale.
I know.
Yeah. So
He was my neighbor.
I don't see Pete that much, but I know he lives there.
No one does. I don't leave the fucking house, man.
It's true. He barely comes on this show.
I got to work on some like deliveries to get to Pete's house. Yeah.
Metal music and really strong beer.
And last thing I'm gonna plug. I know you guys want to switch to the next thing.
No.
We have the Pie Hole. It's a pizza by Mark Byam.
They were fucking great.
Dude, the Pie Hole is gonna be there Thursday, Friday, Saturdays now. We set up a temporary kitchen.
No,
we can't have a food truck.
They set
at the brewery.
His
So we
place
can't have a
closed?
food truck in. Yeah, his place is closed. So we can't have a food truck at Lithology because of village rules.
Right.
So we figured out.
Hi, Sharon.
Oh boy! Someone had the 12%er.
Here comes my ride.
And this is what happens when Larry brings his wife to a cast festival.
Good times.
Yeah. Mrs. Larry.
Yeah, Mrs.
It's
Larry.
Mrs. Larry. Sharon.
Sharon. Just say hi. Just say hi.
Hi, everybody.
There you go. So Pie Hole has got.
So Mark Byam won. Mark Byam
He won Chop
three
3 times, right?
Yeah.
Celebrity chef Mark Byam.
He's got an oxtail pizza that is
Get the fuck out of here.
fucking phenomenal.
I didn't have.
You see, I've not seen him like.
Dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's
I
pricey.
grew up eating oxtail.
It's fucking.
Polacks love that
It's
shit.
pricey, but you have a meal,
Yeah.
full-on meal. When
Is
you
he
have
from
it.
He's from Farmingdale.
Yeah,
isn't
he had Hush. He owned
yes.
Hush before, and he has the Hush truck, and he goes around, but he was
just
trying to
gotta
figure
get
out
him
how
back.
he could.
You're a
Mikey
crap
from Two
dealer,
Big
bro.
Jerky.
We were trying to figure out
We've been
how
eating a ton of
to
jerky
make it
already.
work at our place, and he's like, "What about if we build like a temporary kitchen, like a pop-up?" I was like, "You want to do that?" He's like, "Let's do it. Thursday to Friday, Thursday to Saturday, and sometimes Sundays." And it's going well. It's getting people to stay there.
It's I actually experienced it during the Farmingdale when they take over the street when they do
Music on
their
Main.
music on Main. And the wife and I, we stopped in. I was looking to get a beer, and then I'm like, "What the fuck's going on in the back over here?" And the pizza was so fucking good. It was so good.
He does a really good job. He like figured out how to make like his gourmet food and like let's mix pizza. Who doesn't fucking like pizza?
Everyone loves pizza.
You know, and
Nothing's
then, like,
better than the pie hole.
Every little like town that's like the underground or in your
It's funny. I try to promote that on Google. When you say pie hole, they flag you.
Really?
That sounds about right.
You gotta say cornhole.
Yeah, I'm like, the pie hole is here. They're like, we can't post this because of words that you said in it. I was like, but it's the name of the fucking business.
It doesn't even sound like a sexual reference.
Like, open up your pie hole.
Wash your mouth. I mean, whatever.
2 girls, 1 pie hole.
Steve's opening up a new website.
And the show is taking a turn.
Yeah, well, you know it happens.
Which means we need more beer. This is the Lord Mike P and SteveGubsRay.com. Thank you very much, Manny from Lithology.
Yes.
And Larry from Spider-Bite here. Check them out on all the social medias. And of course, go to the fucking brewery and join the LI Brewers Guild and go ahead and have your
30 breweries.
30 breweries.
$30
now.
$100
So
from
many
now
flights.
to the 31st. We're live here at the Blue Point Cask Fest 2023. We'll be right back right after this.
This is Ghost Radio, and you're getting drunk with Mike and Pete on the Wort.
This is the Word with Mike Pete and SteveGubsRadio.com. We are live here at the Blue Point Cask Ale Festival 2023. We are here with a live opening. Yes, we have Pete. All right, listen, stop tickling. Just, if we're going to have Steve just tickle nutsacks the whole time,
It's nothing new, bro. Nothing new.
we are.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, we that's a good point.
In your mouth. Wait,
Easy.
I'm having. No.
All right, Steve, we are going to crack open. We're here, by the way, Paul's here as well. We're going and Aaron's here as well. We are here. Yeah, everyone's here. James is here. Yeah, sorry. We are here going to crack open a Barrage crowler of yada 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 that we're all going to share and give our reactions to.
It was canned this 3 years ago, right?
This was the last batch was beginning of 2020.
Right.
Before it happened.
Right, before the happening.
For the fucking.
Yeah, this is surreal, bro. This is like.
The label itself is like
I'm getting
nostalgic.
Like, this is like. And watch, we're gonna drink and go.
You gotta hold the
Everyone's
opening
gonna be
up.
sick tomorrow.
We might have that happen, but
let's see if we get it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
There we
That's
go.
a good sound.
So
That's a good
before we
one.
enjoy this, gotta give a shout out
It's
to.
about to happen.
Oh yeah, that's a nice
There's
head.
foam at the head. We
We gotta give a shout out to Mike Philbrick from Port Jeff. He gifted me this crowler about a year and a half ago, and I can't remember if it was. I believe it was like slightly after Spider Bite had rebrewed Yada.
Yes.
He had gifted it to me, and Steve and I were just having a moment, but I was just like, dude, like I started crying when he gave it to me. I was like, you don't know what this means. I was like, I ordered the last ever pour of Yada, and then Spider-Bite came and contracted.
I'd rather smell like it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he this is like the last day that Spider-Bite was open.
And
Barrage. Spider-Bite's still open.
I'm sorry. I'm just going off of what Paul was saying. The last day Barrage was open.
I lost my head.
We're coming around getting.
Well, no. So this is what like so.
Thank you, buddy.
Mike had to have gotten this crowler filled before the last day because technically I kicked the last.
I
kicked the last.
We
day.
actually.
Yes, you have.
I remember he showed up. Mike showed up the day before we closed.
Wow.
And came in. He was like, "Yeah, I want to get this and this." And yeah, man, this is.
It's surreal.
This is fucking crazy.
Let's see.
It smells great.
This beer is well
To
over
you,
3 years.
Steve. To you.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Nostrovia. Oh yeah, that's a proper fill right there.
There you go.
That's a fucking 100% on.
Wow.
I told you.
Wow. And listen, I wasn't full
earlier, Mike was like, "Oh, bro, it's gonna probably taste like shit." I'm like, "No, it's gonna taste like Yada."
Yeah, no,
All
that's
right, listen. So I'm going to be that
I do
guy.
have to say the combination is fucking awesome.
No, absolutely.
I'm going to be that guy. It doesn't taste like what.
Oh no,
100% like fresh out today.
It's 3 years old.
But goddamn, the flavor profile is there.
No. I mean, like, look, if you want to like really like split hairs and like search for it, yeah, there's some like slight signs of oxidation. But at the same token, like that's a crowler. So that's an almost 4-year-old crowler. Like you couldn't ask for a more perfect pour from a 4-year-old crowler than this.
You're not wrong.
Like, this is still 100% proper drinking beer.
The crowler. So give us a breakdown, Paul. The crowlers. So we're, obviously throwing the CO2 and some gases into it before it gets poured. We are then filling it up with beer, and we're capping it off with a seamer, usually hand seamer, at the brewery.
For us, it was we would hit it with CO2,
right?
Fill it till it overflowed,
right?
And then cap it. And
so
that would kind of ensure
zero air.
There's some oxygen in it, but not
very little. Right. Yeah. So as the CO2 is pumped into there, the beer fills it up, fills the CO2 to the level, and then you would hope that
kicks out any O2 that might have been in that can.
Right. Gone.
And man.
Aaron, your reactions. What do we got here?
I'm loving. It's exactly as I remember. It was a little down.
You could cry if you want, because I already did.
Less than what it would have been, but it's. I want to cry.
Yeah, well, you can. I already did. I said to Paul, I go, yeah, man, I'm getting a little misty here. And I said, well, you and I are criers, so we're gonna do it.
No, I mean, like when you were saying, like when I ended up like kicking that last keg, there was like a couple ounces in that glass, and like we split it, like we took plastic cups and like that bottom lip at the edge.
I remember that.
I was
you
like,
were
we're
so
gonna pour
kind to be like,
however many lips we get.
People
and
were
it was like
trying to get in the tasting room, and we're like, you gotta fucking wait. And we just shared that shit for one last time.
And Steve was kind enough to like let me into the tasting room like on the VIP hours before they opened up that, because I had to go and like open up Goes that day.
You drove me.
Oh my god.
Exactly. Yeah, that was like the like the bribe. I was like, well, I'll drive over there, but can we get in like a half hour early, But like no, and I just remember walking out crying, and like there was like Matt and Lori from Mustache and like Larry from Spider Bite, like a whole bunch of fucking people on the line. They're like, you okay? I was like, yeah, I fucking can't. I gotta go. And they just ran to my car and peeled out.
I still compare it to a family member dying.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's literally how I.
So we went to your thing as a funeral, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Went to your closing as a funeral.
Exactly.
And the thing with it is, that's how breweries feel about themselves. The staff, anybody that's associated with, they feel like somebody has left them, like a dog has died in it,
You were also one of the few breweries on this island to have those 3 medals.
Yes.
Like that can't be ignored. I'm sorry.
Different levels. You leveled up.
Yeah, a little bit. I did in New York State, and I did World Beer Cup and GABF.
That can't be ignored. I'm sorry.
I mean, like at the end of the day, the people that get into this industry to like make money, like end up weeding themselves out like very quickly. But like that's the thing. Like this is like a whole like set. This whole business model is built off of like passion projects and people doing what they love. And so when something like that disappears.
To reiterate what Jim Richards' post was yesterday for Cask Eve or whatever, he reiterates that every year. Like, it's about the people who are making the beer. It's their passion. It's what they want. And the people who show up, yes, there is an amount of people who are just here to drink, but there are others that actually appreciate what people are doing and putting into their passion. So.
No, absolutely. And like being in the hospitality business, like this is like one of those kind of like low-key moments too, where we all get to just be hospitable together.
When you guys had the cask last year, was that Yada base?
No, that was
that a Russian Imperial Stout?
That was Paulie.
Tear the flesh.
Yes, right. Tear the flesh, yes.
Which is still in barrels, by the way.
Get the fuck out of here.
That was
2024.
That was a Russian Imperial Stout. That, I mean, it was easily 14%. Wow. And we put them into, one was a Haven Hill, one was a rum barrel. It was several barrels. Yeah. And then Paulie wanted them and said, I'm going to, out of my own pocket, I'll pay for them. I want those barrels with that beer in it. Still has it. But it was, at the point, it was like over 12%. And the name of the beer was Tear the Flesh from My Bones.
As you should after drinking.
And when I did it, and it was just sitting there, we all had plans of distributing it, and then the inevitable happened, and it was like I didn't want it to go down the drain, and I was so glad that Paulie was
good thing you did
willing to.
Well, you need like a real like a rebirth with like something more to it. You can blend it, you can do a bunch of different things to it. So
100%.
Yeah.
And that was the idea behind it, was that beer and those casks was so hot that it was to brew another batch and then blend it, because it out of the barrel would have been like undrinkable basically, because those barrels were so hot it still had a lot of liquor in them.
Aaron, what are your fondest memories of Barrage?
Steve.
Steve is one of my best friends. Like, we're very close in like where we are as like our sign and stuff. So a lot of
a couple days away.
Yeah. So we communicate and understand the same way. So there's that, and also the beer was not even standing up to a lot of other stuff that was going on, and I stand behind quality over quantity, and that's what we were. I know we were hard to find. I know that we weren't applicable to walking and parking, but we had what we had, and it was amazing, and which is why I brought up the fact that he has 3 of the awards that none of the other breweries on this island really have.
It's amazing when you realize, like, some breweries that have been around for a while, some breweries that are still open, and Barrage isn't, and it's
it was
fucking annoying.
And again, it was like losing a loved one. Like, when I found out I was the last one. I remember pulling into the parking lot and everybody was standing in the warehouse.
No, you kept asking me as I kept asking you to come in.
Are you firing me? Yes.
It's like, are you firing me? I'm like, just come into the brewery, please.
It's way worse than that.
I wish it was that easy. You're not going to have a job, and none of us are going to have a job. But what's funny is, what we're doing right now. We're on this show that we do, and you guys came into the brewery like early on, and I remember seeing Pete would be like, what's that IPA you got, bro? What do you got going on over there?
I remember one of the can releases, Mike and I hadn't talked to each other, and we just both showed up literally at the same time.
Randomly,
We're the can, like, you're here? Okay.
Yeah, we get it. We're bonded by common meaning.
No, one of my fondest memories was it was the last day, and you guys showed up, and you both were like, "Hey, bro," I'm like, "What the fuck are you guys doing here?" And you both were like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm just fucking with you, man. It's one of those days."
Well, we were showing up to the funeral, as Aaron put it, all together to pay our respects. But the stuff the longevity that Barrage still has today, speaks volumes to what you were producing during your tenure and your time. And the fact that this still is a drinkable beer,
that's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 years later?
That's almost 4. That feels almost 4 years.
That's
you could basically call that 4 years.
I mean, it's drinkable beer. It's not...
even the fact that the carbonation was still there is
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a proper head. Like, you're still fucking lacing on that glass.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Crazy how that happened. Now,
we always prided ourselves on the ability that we had. Yeah, we were small, but the things that we did, my brewers that worked for me, Jamie Partridge, James Miller, Rich Brusson, those guys.
Did they mark? Fucking Pete and James just bounced.
Yeah, they want to get hammered, bro.
Yeah.
They're on the side crying.
We're had enough.
They're crying.
The music, the emo music is really getting.
But we definitely pride ourselves on what we did, man. We did things the way it was supposed to be done.
Yeah.
We would the canning line would come in, and we were trying to get the lowest, dissolved oxygen, the DO that we could, and we actually had a little thing between us and Dubco, because the same can line malt man would come into us, and it would be like, "Oh yeah, what did you get?" "Oh, we got like fucking 0.3. It was like a crazy amount, which is way below like standard. And then they'd go to Dubco like, "Yeah, we did it too," and like, "Fuck you guys." It was so good, man. But it was a camaraderie. It was like we're doing the same thing. We're doing an awesome job. And
I didn't get your thoughts on the can. What do you think?
Oh yeah, it's definitely fallen off. I mean, Yada was what it was. You could smell it from the taps being poured. You could be standing me like, holy shit, you got just peanut butter in that and chocolate? Yeah, there is. Yeah. But it's still, if you didn't know any better and somebody gave you that and said, what do you think of this? They'd be like, wow, that's awesome.
Still to this day.
And
still holding up. Oh, gotta get
Babs.
a picture.
Wiz! Babs Romney!
What's up? Wiz is here. Steve, so, like, for those that did not exist prior to Yada Yada being around,
which is a lot of people.
Which is a lot of.
It sucks for you.
Considering looking at this beer fest with all the younger people, let me ask you, who would benefit to find out what exactly went into this? I know we talked at length, over the years about you unwrapping Snickers bars and all that other good stuff. But what went into this beer?
Minnie's, right?
Especially this last iteration.
It was. I wish she was still here. She left. Shelby Poole, who used to. It's since closed, Morrison's, but they still own Jackson's Restaurant over in Comac, which is a great, fantastic place. But they own Morrison's, and they were like one of the first ones to embrace us. And they were like, we want to do this beer dinner. I'm like, yeah, fucking cool. But we want to. We know how you like Seinfeld so much. Yeah. We want to do a beer dinner at Seinfeld. Like the soup portion was no soup for you, and no soup was served. But the guy came out of the kitchen, and ran around, and told everybody, no soup for you. So I said, you know what? I gotta do something for this. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna George in one of the episodes cut his Snickers with a fork and a knife and called it and said to everybody, what are you, an animal? You eat it with your hands? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna brew a fucking beer with Snickers bars in it, much to my dismay. So I made a beer, a brown ale with Snickers bars in it, and at the end of the night, and there was only a few kegs of it. At the end of the night, everybody was like, oh, so how do I get this? And I'm like, well, you don't. There's like a couple of slims at the brewery, but this is it. We're not brewing this again. And they're like, no. And we actually had people from that dinner showing up and going, what do you mean this beer doesn't exist anymore? Oh, like, yeah, it's a one-off. And now I'm like, oh, fuck, maybe it's not a one-off.
Something to this.
Yeah. And then we brewed it again. And the amount of people that came out were like, what the fuck is going on here?
What is wrong with you people?
The best one was, I still remember to this day, it was a beer festival.
Hey! lots of hey, how you doing?
No, this guy's got to come over here.
Come over here. Well, are you going to save any for Larry? Is he going to be upset?
You know what happens when Larry gets drunk? Larry gets nothing.
I knew that was going to happen.
This is my buddy. This is my buddy Whiskey Paul, who was one of our best patrons at the brewery, and he just happened to show up at the right fucking time.
Yes,
don't worry about that.
Yes, he did.
You got some yada 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 here, sir. Look at that.
One of the last dollars of yada.
Wow. End of an era.
They're still ahead. You're still like,
right?
Crazy.
Still as good as the day of
Well-made beer.
I know that can be made into multiple jokes, but like,
it's still good head. You gotta love good head.
Paul, so you have a number of, well, you have one saving for the end game, we'll call it, for Barrage. What do you think your plan is right now? Like, do you have any major plans for that last little bit of liquid?
Honestly, like at this point, it's definitely I definitely want to like try to rebrew another batch of that and like cut it accordingly because it's gonna need to like come down to temperature, so to speak, to drinking temperature. But I'd love to be able to throw, like, once those barrels get empty, throw a batch of like Devil's Whisper into them and just kind of continue those barrels being Barrage sluts.
So that meant
Barrage sluts.
If anybody doesn't realize, so last year we rebrewed one of our old recipes called Devil's Whisper with Ghost. They released it with some fucking cool artwork. And it was an iteration. It wasn't exactly Barrage, but it wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be a collaboration between Ghost and Barrage. So, yeah, it's a little different, but it's still a fucking fantastic beer. So we're another week we're going to be doing it again.
Yeah. We're gonna be getting that in the tank next week.
We'll get released again, and maybe a couple of casks coming off of it, for a couple events. We're have a little something else going on, and then who knows, man?
I'm excited for something like that.
We'll do something.
Hey man, anything you want to do, I'm always in. Like, we'll get it approved, and fucking, it'll be out.
Bro, don't say things like that.
hey. You want to go camping?
You guys see, right?
Oh God.
I got the mineral oil.
Why is always everybody asks me to go camping? I don't understand it.
And bring the Vaseline.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hey, how do you like this drink? It's called roofie." Oh,
with a Y.
Yes, with a Y.
Why do they call it the roof when you're on the floor?
Yeah, that's right.
As someone who has been roofied in
Flories.
hot jog, I would never.
I would love it.
He wants
1 out of 10. Do not recommend.
Oh yeah,
He
one
wants
out
me.
of, like,
He wants me.
0 stars.
Zero stars all across.
He
the
wants me
board.
fully awake for what's going to happen.
Thank God I was with my good friend. But, New Year's Eve that night in Patrick was.
New Year's Eve too.
Yeah,
That's mean.
Oh man.
Like I said, luckily I was with a good friend and got home safe. But.
Oh shit! There is a Dave's cold beer and soda.
Dave's cold beer and soda.
Shit.
It's Apache for douchebag.
Dave's here. Say hello, Dave, to the listening audience. He's coming in for the hugs, coming in for the high fives, and the bro hugs.
Love that shirt, bro.
Yes. Wait, do we have any more of this left?
There's like a hint.
Oh shit.
Oh, jeez, man. It seems like another successful fucking cast festival.
So far.
And I got to thank Meg Philbrick, and I got to thank you, my brother, for sharing this with us because, man.
Yada is officially kicked.
Dude, we want to keep it alive. As long as it's alive. Carry on, boys.
No, we're gonna. As long as it's alive, we're gonna teach those kids how.
As long as they don't die by next year.
Yeah, be good to go.
And like,
See,
let me
it's like
say
it hasn't
this
even
too.
fallen off, not one bit. That's fantastic.
One thing I will say is like I really appreciate the local scene like post COVID. I think like COVID taught a lot of people that like, hey, we need to support local artists, local breweries, and make sure that they stay alive. Like Barrage ended up like closing down like right before shutdown ended up hitting, but even like post a lot of times people be like, what happened with Barrage? I would always drink this, I would always drink that. It was like, yeah, well you were always also going to Vermont and like buying this and that and the other thing, spending rent checks, and it's like, when was the last time you went to Barrage? When was the last time you went to this place and that other place?
Correct.
And I think in the grand scheme of things, one of like the positive effects that the shutdown had on us was like it really made us appreciate everything local, whether it was artists, beer, food, and made everybody realize like if you're not supporting it, they're not gonna fucking be here anymore.
No, that's the thing.
It's unfortunate that we as an industry lost Barrage like when we did.
Well, it's funny. Everybody has, over the years has said, why did you close? And I always give them this
like Aaron said, the three medals. I give him medals. Like it was like
I give him this simple answer.
And you went to school for it.
I was like, I was a really good brewer. I sucked as a businessman, and that's what it comes down to. Yeah, maybe there was something I could have done or whatever, but at the end of the day, it is what it is.
At the end of the day, you got out at the exact right time because you were able to sell your equipment right before shutdown. And at that point, you wouldn't have been able to sell that.
Nope.
Thank God.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, and I would not be here because I'd be selling my ass on the corner somewhere.
You'd be a sexy fucking prostitute, let me tell you.
Thank you so much.
I'd buy it. I'd buy it.
We got you, baby.
It's free for you, honey. It's free for you.
Anytime, any place. Guys, really appreciate you coming on and sharing this moment with Steve. Appreciate Paul
Thank you,
for bringing
Paul.
that
That's
through.
a fucking. That's another.
And thanks again to Mike Philbrick from Port Jeff for giving us this honor.
I'm gonna
This
be
moment is
there
brought to
literally
us
in
by
an hour.
him. Yeah.
What's fucked up too is every time I come to these cast festivals now for the last couple of years, I get a surprise.
Yeah,
somehow.
there's always something for you.
And I like these surprises.
Sorry, we love you so deep, Steve. Sorry.
Our bad.
And the key word there was deep.
Always for you, baby.
Thomas, show them how to play. You got some people out there playing brew bags, so
do it, Thomas.
I said, Thomas, get in on there and do it. So we're Mike Pete, SteveCupsLibrary.com. We are live here at the Blue Point Cask Festival 2023. And Paul, Aaron, thanks a lot for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back after this.
You're listening to Govs Radio, internet radio versus whatever that alien shit is. Whose idea was this anyway?
This is the Wort with Mike Pete and Steve, GovsRadio.com, live here at the Cask Ale Festival 2023 at Blue Point Brewing in the heart of Patchogue. Got some people out here playing some brew bag, and of course we got Carl from Bucket Brigade. Hey, New Jersey is in the house.
Yes.
What's up, guys?
Yeah,
what's up?
Been a while.
We've been previously talked to you at the AC Beer Fest. I'm glad you could make it out to the Long Island.
We are happy that, and actually, you're not the only one. There's quite a few Jersey breweries here.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
7 breweries?
7.
That's fucking awesome.
Wow.
That's
See,
awesome.
Blue Point's reaching out and just doing what they need to do in order to get this thing right.
And it's the good breweries that are showing up.
Yes, it is. You're absolutely
It's
right.
the good ones.
We appreciate
that.
that.
We know some of the ones are not so good, but it's the good ones, bro.
So, Carl, what's been going on, man?
Yeah.
How was the summer treating you? How was this nice fall weather to the brewery? And just bring us up to date on what's been going on.
So, you see I'm not with Kurt. Kurt's not here.
Yeah.
Kurt decided he wanted to take a little hiatus for a while.
And you don't have the engine here with you.
Yeah. How awesome would that be if you had the whole
just pulled up with that fucking thing, bro.
If I thought it could make it, I would do it.
Yeah.
But it's like me.
You got new tires on there, but
it's tired. It's 50 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, brother.
But so Kurt's decided to take a little bit of a break. He's doing some other things. I brought my son in. That's who you see over there. He's doing all the brewing now. He's somewhere here walking around doing something. Cool. The summer was fairly good.
Yeah.
The fall now, just in a seasonal resort, it just crashed. Sure.
Yeah.
Like out of nowhere. So we're going to go through that nasty winter period. We're in more distribution. We're canning. I think we're 6 or 7, 8 different beers we're canning from distribution. So the idea is we're trying to like Bucket 2.0. We're gonna rebrand the brewery a little bit and change it up a little bit and push it more towards a more like my son, the younger age, and get a little more.
That's where
I'll let him run with everything. I just kind of oversee, and if I really think it's not good, I put the brakes on. But basically, I let him run with everything. I want him to get more involved and kind of take over a little bit more, and let me kind of transition and just be like the face and shake hands. And,
there we go.
And look over everything and
sit in the tasting room and talk to people.
Ride around in my fire truck and go
yeah. You know what I mean?
Now
as you should.
We were talking before. I mean, how'd you get linked up with Blue Point to get yourself here with a couple of casks?
So ironically, the AC Beer Fest.
Yes, sir.
We were neighbors with Blue Point out there on Bader Field, and that storm had come through a couple years ago.
We
a real
remember
bad
that
one.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh
And
man.
me and Kurt as firemen, we got up on the table and held the tent down, ours, and let it go through, knowing, living at the shore, we're like, this is going to be a bad one.
Yeah.
Those guys, man, their tents just got twisted up, tore up. It looked like a tin ball when it was done. And Jesse was standing there, and I said, dude, you need a beer. So we poured him a beer.
Oh my God, Jesse was there.
Yeah. So we poured him a beer, and he was like, this is pretty bad. I'm like, was there anything we could do for you? And a couple of things were said back and forth there. And he turns and goes, yeah, man. He goes, you want to come to my cask fest? I said, what's that? And he explained it to us and everything. He goes, I don't just ask everybody. I said, yeah, sure. But we couldn't come last year. We had a lot going on. I told you I had some medical things going on and all. So this year they asked, and we said, sure, we're coming.
Nice. Listen, and we were talking before, compared to other festivals, right? One of the most professionally run, well done Cask Fest that you can find on the East Coast.
Yeah, this is awesome, man. It's our first time. We're loving it. I mean, the AC Beer Fest is cool, but 2 totally different events.
Oh yeah.
By
So
far.
much different.
Yeah. And that's not taken away from either one.
Right.
It's nice to go to something totally different.
Yeah. And this is like the radical, what we were saying before to some of the other our guests. This is where people can really just go crazy, just go all out, do what they want to do, figure out.
It's so funny. We were saying earlier. I mean, there are breweries that are doing crazy shit in their casks, but then there are other breweries that are like, yeah, this is a mild English ale.
Yeah.
And it's the ESB, and that's what it is.
And that's what we did because we weren't sure what was going on, so we wanted to keep it our first time a little just like even and feel it out. Now we see what's going on. We're like, oh yeah, we're going to take it to the next level now.
There we go.
Doing an English mild actually ends up being the crazy thing to do at Cask Fest.
Yeah.
That's the
Wait, guys didn't
There's
put
no pineapple or cereal in it.
You didn't put Fruit Loops in that? You're crazy.
No leftover Halloween candy.
Yeah,
I'm confused.
No.
We really had a cast festival without that. So you guys made the travel up here. You guys stayed overnight? You guys hanging out?
So Blue Point was gracious enough to send us the cask, the kegs, and then we sent them back and paid for everything, and then they put us up in a hotel down the street as well.
See? How nice is that? How about that?
Well, that is hospitality right there.
That's professionalism at its best.
100%. And they've always offered the cask because at the end of the day, you don't have to bring anything home.
Yes.
But yourself.
Yeah, we're saying, man, we don't have to break nothing down.
Yeah, bro. It's so what?
Just walk away.
There's no jockey boxes. There's nothing, bro. No kegs. There's no ice. Worrying about ice. There's nothing.
And then they're going to have a big party afterwards. We're invited to as well.
Yes.
Right.
And the thing is, yes, they are owned by a new company now, Tilray. Before that was Anheuser-Busch. But it always looks the same. Every year they would do a before party and then an after party, and that's just the way they do things. And it was so. I'm telling you the truth, man. So good to see breweries from out of state here today.
Yeah.
We saw from Pennsylvania, from Jersey, from Virginia, from Oregon. Yeah, man. It's so good to see that. I mean, it's so great to see our local guys here, but it's so great to see other breweries coming from out of state to make the trek, because a lot of people don't know about you guys. No. I mean, we do. Yeah. We know about you guys because we've known you for a couple of years now.
And anyone knows the show, they know Bucket Brigade.
Exactly. And that's why they should listen to the show, because then you would know. But yeah, it's so great. It was so funny when I looked across from here and I'm like, man, that looks like a fireman's hat. Holy shit, I think that's Bucket Brigade.
Yeah.
And
That's why I wore it. You can't miss it.
No, bro, you can't.
I figured somebody would recognize it.
Yeah.
Who are you stationed next to? Have you made any network connections, talking to people,
So
hanging out?
we're next to, it's in alphabetical order. So just happened to be, we're next to Brick City, I think it is.
Oh, Brick City, yeah.
From Jersey, and I don't know, Brooklyn somebody next. I don't remember.
Another brewery.
It's a New York brewery. I know that.
Circa.
But the guys are great. Everybody's friendly. Everybody's tasting everybody's stuff, helping out with whatever they can. I mean, it's awesome.
100%. I mean, anybody that's standing, anyone around you is like, hey man, let me try your beer. Let me try your beer. I want to try your beer. And it's just, this is really, as much as for people, it's really a brewery. A lot of the brewers love this. We want to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, what are you doing? Where are you at? How, it's. I really do have to say, this is one of the best festivals. And we just had a guy that offered this beer.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, he wanted us to do a shout out to someone. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to whatever that guy wanted. Yeah. All good though. That's just what you get at Beer Cast Fest.
Live events are fun.
Yes, exactly. So what's your initial impressions, like right off the bat? What are you feeling about this Cast Fest? What are your thoughts and feelings?
Honestly, this is one of my favorite events. I mean, like you said, we don't have to break anything down. There's no pressure here. Yeah, there's no pressure. The people have been really nice. Some people, believe it or not, know who we are from going to Beer Fest, and they come to Cape May in summer. You know what I mean? So they've been to our place. So I personally think that the professionalism that Jesse and Blue Point has put out for us and the things that they've done just means a lot, because you don't get a lot of that. I mean, again, I can't imagine what it costs to ship that keg. Both of them actually back and forth and all, and then we're gonna put you up in the hotel down the street. We're having a party afterwards, and we're this and we're that, and everything. Man, holy shit! I'm sorry. Did I say that?
No, you're good.
Whatever the fuck you want to say.
Okay. There you go.
Hey, fucking guy, talk.
We haven't had an arm extended to us like that. Very long time. You know what I mean? So, I'm loving it. Yeah. The people are great. Look around here. Yeah. It's freaking awesome.
And this festival too, because we have other festivals on this island. Some of the other festivals, they're just fun boys who are looking to get the bang for their buck, and they don't care about the beer. They paid a certain amount of money and they want to get fucked up. This is not that festival.
No.
This is a festival where people come in and are like, I want to try what the fuck you have.
Yeah.
I want to see what you're doing. Oh my God, this is really great, or not so great. But this is one of the festivals where you'll get an honest rapport with people, where they will be like, "Holy shit, that's really good! Thank you so much." It's pretty amazing. And this one has been going on since
2020 years.
Yeah, and we were actually
2003.
We did a show from here and talked to one of the ex-owners, and we're looking at 20 years of them doing this festival.
Yeah.
And it started out with 10 casks.
Yeah.
Back down the block where their old facility was, and now we're at them alone. Blue Point alone had 72 casks.
Yeah.
Just not counting what the breweries brought.
Well, I'm drinking the big one.
Oh, mother! Yeah, the mother. You drinking mother?
Yeah, I like that
cask,
one.
brother.
You gotta indulge yourself when you're here for sure.
Oh, 100%.
They're putting me up in a room. I mean, come on.
How can you not?
I gotta patronize.
How can you not? This is awesome, bro.
No, this is great. I know last night we had an event at Mudhead Brewing in Wallen.
Yes.
We had for Habitat for Humanity, and all the breweries in Cape May County were there. Great event. Well put on. Mudhead, always professional, great place. And the brewery community in Cape May County, you can't thank them enough for the camaraderie. So we packed it up, boom bang, we're back here. But it's been a really cool trek here lately because of the way everybody's coming together and trying to help out, because things are tough in the brew community right now.
I guess he loves
some of your fans.
Of my own brewery.
Fanboys all day.
Yeah, man.
It's been gone for 2 years.
3 years.
3 years?
3 years, man.
Actually, almost 4.
Almost 4, yeah.
Any kind of airtime, right?
Yeah. Time will tell.
Bro, somebody brought us a crowler of one of our beers when we closed.
Really? 4 years old. Oh,
yeah.
Crazy, right?
Just he's like, hey man, I got this. I knew you were gonna be here, and yeah.
Did you drink it?
Yo, we fucking drank the fuck out of it, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
Really? Still 4 years?
Still great.
Almost 4 years.
Still carbonated.
Carbonation was, the lacing was up the side, and yeah,
You
it
shoot
flavored
CO2 in that before you can?
CO2, and then we would overflow it, and then
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
you get your shit right.
Yeah, that's right. Push all that oxygen out.
Yeah. Exactly. Carl, so like, what's the big thing? What's the next step here?
Yeah.
I know you're kind of pushing towards the younger, we'll say demographic.
Well, now we're in the season where it's Cape May is like,
I mean,
locals only.
So what do we do now?
what do we do now?
So, Kurt was a very traditional style beer maker.
Sure.
Carlson, he's out of the box. He likes to do off the wall and be creative, which is really cool.
So we got a lot of crazy shit coming up.
I let him rebrand, the logo. I let him rebrand this. I let him name this. Let him do this. Let him do that. I mean, he's got to feel a little bit of ownership of it and feel part of it. Especially, he's the one guy back there really busting his ass. I'm not going to say he's not. There's a lot of work back there to keep up with it all. So the plan is like I said, the rebrand, put it out there that not that we're under new management or anything, but basically
it's a little rebranding. It's, sometimes breweries have to do that.
Yeah.
It's still going to be fire, but I was, because I'm a fireman, I was over the top with it, and he's going to bring it to more neutral where everybody can, enjoy it and understand it. I just had that mindset that everybody did understand it because I'm a fireman, but it's not the case.
The cool thing about it, though, is if you keep a couple of those core beers that you guys were doing, and then now your son's coming in with a fresher, new, it's the alternate look at things.
Yes.
Like you have a fresh breeze coming in. It can't hurt. So it really can't.
Carlson moved to Nashville, and when he was in Nashville, he got a job at Tailgate Brewery. I don't know if you ever heard of Tailgate.
Yes.
It's one of the bigger ones in Nashville. And he went in there and he was working on 200 barrel fermenters and all that stuff.
Awesome,
he learned a ton of stuff there. And the one guy said to him, one of the brewers said, "Why are you here?" He said, well, you know, this guy, he goes, your dad owns a brewery. He goes, we all want to own a brewery. Go home. So he called his mom and said, you know, I'm ready to come home. I want to step in. So that's where we're at.
And I'm going to say right now, as a brewer myself, there's nothing better when your new brewer has experience as a brewer. There's nothing better than that because he understands the industry. He understands how to make beer.
Yes.
Now it's just tailoring what's going to sell. And oh man, I can't wait to try your beers again, man.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. We're getting pretty good reviews. I'm proud of him. And he's only going to get better as time goes on.
Oh no, right. I mean, he knows how to brew.
Yeah,
it's just
he's only 27
now.
So you know, give him a couple more years, and he's already. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to this, and I need to add this, and I need to do this water profile. And so he's got it down.
Cool. That's awesome, man. That's great to hear.
Carl, I'm really glad things are looking up for you guys, and we hope the best for you for the next few months until we talk to you again.
Appreciate it, guys.
I'm sure we'll catch you in the spring as things get nice and people go back outside and have a good time down in New Jersey. Give us the big plug, Cape May, location, hours, all that good stuff.
So it's Bucket Brigade Brewery, 205 North Main Street, Cape May Courthouse, New Jersey. The hours right now, winter hours, are Wednesday to Sunday. Sorry. Yeah. And it's Wednesday 3 to 7, Thursday 3 to 8, Friday 12 to 9, Saturday 12 to 9, Sunday 12 to 6.
Thanks, dude. Awesome. And of course, check them out, Bucket Brigade on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that other good stuff.
It's called X now, Mike.
What?
They rebranded. It's X.
Sorry, X. Well, everyone knows as X, formerly Twitter. Yes. That's how you get the emails.
I don't do anything on there. I stay off it.
But that's what's good, having the younger generation involved with that for sure.
Yeah, he's on. I don't even know what they even call that stuff. But they got it down. They're doing reels. They're doing this. I'm like, I don't even know what that's stuff.
I didn't know what that is either. Yep, that'll go it. Yeah, we have a local guy, Manny from Lithology, who's now famous for having his fantastic reels.
Yes.
Yeah, he's new one every day.
Like just constant content is what the key is.
The funny thing is, you say that. The first part of the rebranding was when he first came in, he goes, you're off social media. That's not the first thing. He goes, you're done.
You're out. You're out.
It's third generation.
No more Dad, you're done. Bro, that's awesome, though. You know what? It's great to see, man, that you can pass that kind of down to your son. And he's so passionate about it, as you were, as you started this.
Yeah.
You know, you were, and you still are passionate about what you guys have been doing and the beer you've been brewing. And again, we've seen you guys and drank your beer so many times. AC Beer Fest with a fucking huge engine, a fire truck, just sitting, hanging out on Beta Field,
lawn chairs on the top of them,
you know, with brand new tires.
That lady
that cost like so much money.
She came up, the one lady to the tent when we had the truck there. She goes, I'll buy $100 worth of merchandise if you get in that truck and blow that siren.
And you went in and blew that fucking siren.
And we were next to the stage where the band was.
And you said, blowing that shit.
I went, I don't care, John can be mad. And I went in there and wailed away.
You mad?
We went back.
Hey, bitch, buy that shit. Buy a hat, buy a shirt, buy it.
It was like beads.
Well, I really appreciate you hanging out for us for a little bit. You got a lot of beer to pour. So this is the Word with Mike Pete and Steve GubsRay.com, live at the Blue Point Cask Festival 2023. Carl from Bucket Brigade. Check him out. Go down to Cape May. Have a good time. We'll be right back after this.
Gubs Radio. This is the Wort on Gubs Radio.
This is the Wort with Mike Pete and Steve GubsRay.com, live here at the AC. Geez, I do it again. I'm so used to AC Beer Fest.
But you're not there.
And I haven't been there all day, and I don't know why I decided I'm going to say AC in there. This is the Word with Mike Pete and Steve GubsRadio.com.
We're here at the
Blue Point
Cask
Fest.
Oh, wait,
2023. Yeah. All right, Steve's going to take over for the lead, the A1.
This is the Wort with Mike Pete and Steve at Blue Point Cask Festival.
All right, we have Greg and we have Jen here from LIBME, and we're already out of breath, out of voice.
We're out of lot.
Out of line.
Out of everything.
You're out of line.
And then they decide to bring us up.
Yeah,
you can't handle the truth.
You can't. We have Warped Tour band playing right now. It's the headliner, but we are going to start winding it down here already for us. We're getting old and crotchety. And have you stopped drinking yet? Not yet, right?
I don't understand that.
Hour and a half left.
I don't understand
I mean, come on, there's almost 2 hours left.
The language that you're using.
What are you saying to me? Why would you say that?
It's not over yet.
That's It's not right. So, guys, how's everything? How's things going at the Home Brewers Club?
Life is good. We just had Stein Brew last week.
Yes, love a good
brewed
Stein
like
Brew.
Vikings, you know.
Yes.
Still reliving some of our annual events that we're doing, cranking along. But
it's amazing how you can brew beer with hot rocks. And you heard me right, hot rocks.
The process is crazy.
Yeah.
Goddamn Vikings.
Yeah. You guys always represent the Cask festivals. I mean, you guys, as the Home Brewers Club.
Every festival on Long Island.
Yes, yeah, but particularly like this is your sweet spot. I feel like this is where you guys shine.
Yeah, we always get double digits. I think we have like 16 different beers today being offered. I think the homebrew clubs in general have over 30. That's amazing. The homebrew clubs did a great job representing this week, and it's always a good time.
Yeah, it's not just beers either. It's ciders. It's other stuff that doesn't have gluten, like if you have a celiac or something. So my husband and I, we brew a lot of we make a lot of ciders because my husband can't drink beer. So there's other stuff here for sure.
I saw that you guys had like the legend or the key to like celiac, gluten-based products versus non-gluten-based products.
Perhaps we do a lot of ciders in our homebrew world because we know that my husband has celiac, and we can share them with other people that do drink beer or don't drink beer, and it's a hit all around.
Now, you guys, obviously, being part of a staple here on Long Island, they expect a lot out of you for a Cask Fest like this. What are you guys putting together? All right, so we'll say this because we're kind of into the Cask Fest a little bit. What has been the big hit at your club?
There's a ton of different things. So we're all over the place. I myself brewed a Citra Smash IPA, so it's 2-row and Citra. That's literally all it was in there. So
that was
like
the
an
one that
IPA.
was terrible.
Oh, horrible. The worst.
We just did a cider, but we did a cider with maple blueberries and Madagascar vanilla beans.
Yeah, that one was bad.
She got a little fancy on us, but
that is fancy, a little bougie.
We're all over the place. There's a coffee stout on top over there. There's a Piwogrodzki, a Polish beer over there on tap. Our friend James Miller made.
Yeah.
Some key lime pie or key lime sours.
Yes.
So we're all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, how many casks did the Brewers Club bring together?
I believe ours was 16 this year.
16, okay. Now, with all three clubs on Long Island,
I think it was 33 total between the three
That's amazing.
clubs.
Yeah, that's great.
I mean, homebrew is where it's at, you know? Great hobby.
So, not many people know this story.
Yeah.
So, I show up to the beer festival at Nassau Coliseum.
Nassau Coliseum.
In 2005. 2005. And I meet the Long Island Beer and Malt Group.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to these guys. And they're talking about beer. And I try the beers. I'm like, what the these fucking guys are out of their minds. This is awesome. I joined Long Island Beer and Malt Group. I started brewing beer with them. I opened a brewery.
Yeah, you did.
I win a few awards, and then they go out of business. Don't join any fucking homebrew club.
Wow.
No, wait. No.
Thank you for the wild endorsements. We really appreciate it.
It was all good for the last two sentences.
That was not where I was going with that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Pretty much we got him the opportunity to open up the doors, and then he fucked it up.
No, those guys like took me right in.
Yeah.
And I had, homebrew is one of those things where you can easily go out of control.
Yes.
As I did, I opened a brewery.
As you should.
Or you can do what like everybody else does and just homebrew and fucking make interesting beers. But that's what got me started. Interesting beers. I mean, they weren't doing like, hey, I'm making a pale ale. Hey, I'm making a fucking IPA. No, they were like, hey, I'm making a pale ale with like
lemongrass,
kicks. and fucking like
baby tears.
Ryan Braswell today.
Stout with Snickers.
Yeah, or that.
Who does that shit?
I don't know. Who does that shit?
Ryan Braswell has a golden stout with maple and bacon in it.
Wait,
today,
I was thinking golden stout.
We opened earlier a can of 4-year-old yada yada yada.
Yeah, Snickers for the
that
win.
happens.
Crowler, no
one of my
less.
all-time faves.
But that's what I mean. I was already a home brewer from years ago, but these guys were like, just the amount of information that I had gotten from everybody that was in the group, and not only that, but it was just like hanging out with people that had like mind.
Right. That's it.
They were always experimenting and trying different flavors, and I'm like, man, that sounds so fucking interesting.
Yep.
And well, 3 medals later, after being from this group, and they're still the coolest people. Any of the beers that they have, I mean, there are still brewers in that
tent area. Yeah.
Well, James
that
Miller,
came from home.
James Miller,
Yep.
who was working for Peconic,
Yep.
who won a New York State award or several, is still part of the group.
He was trained by the best.
Young Padawan has learned his ways.
Yes. Padawan, that's awesome. But no, these the homebrew groups on Long Island, it's a great place to fucking learn the craft. Because you have so many people that have knowledge, and you know what? All they want to do is brew beer. They don't want to make a brewery. They just want to brew beer and make it delicious.
When you think about the commercial places, they got to brew 3 barrels, 5 barrels, 10 barrels or something. We're brewing 5 gallons or something. So we get to throw crazy shit in there and try it, and it's not going to cost us an arm and a leg. And we could use the expensive honey, we could use the expensive strawberry, whatever it is. We could do the crazy things with it. So
you know what also it is? It's a really good second family.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
For us, it's a second family, and it's meant a lot in our lives for sure. I mean, we go to weddings, we go to funerals.
What was the favorite thing you've done in the last few years? Like, has something really been like?
Oh yeah, so I
right here.
I have a type 1 diabetes, and I volunteer up at a camp for kids with type 1 diabetes up in Massachusetts, but a lot of our Long Island kids go. And I started a Cask Ales fundraiser. This is going into our 6th year before COVID. We started as a guest bartending gig with Carl at Barbecue.
Yep.
And Jim put a cask of beer up in there from Blue Point. Jim Richards from Blue Point. He started that, and he said, hey, whatever is yours, I'm going to put a cask up there. And not to be outdone, Rick Sabaka from Great South Bay put a cask up there. So it became a Cask Ales fundraiser when Carl got his place, and unfortunately he lost his lease. So last year and this year alike, we're going to be at the Brewers Collective in Bayshore, and they've hosted us, Tim, Sarah, the gang. Really been blessed as a family. They've hosted us, and we've done a great job with this fundraiser.
That's awesome. Last year, would you guys raise $10,000?
Over $10,000. Wow. So before COVID, our limit was $6,000, and in 5 years, we've done over $30,000.
Wow. And there's word on the street that Barrage can make some sort of appearance, huh?
Something's going to happen with.
I think he's coming. And we have about 20 breweries. We have 20 breweries, a meadery, WME Works, and we have McCarry Wine. Cool. He's donated wine to us the last few years. And of course, Sarah and Tim at the Brewers Collective and all the gang there, they've donated their space. And then we had Del Fuego and Babylon. They sponsor the music. So we have a 5-piece band. They're coming again, the new request band with Mike Santa. And they're going to be playing again. We'll have a couple food trucks and a bunch of raffles. 100% of everything in terms of ticket sales and all of the raffles. Because of the generosity of so many, 100% goes to camp. And this year, we're building cabins because they knocked down some cabins that were a little bit outdated. So they're building cabins, and they needed to furnish those cabins. So all the money is going to help furnish those cabins.
Awesome.
It's amazing.
So you guys gonna give me? You send me the QR code. What I'll do is I'll post it on our Instagram, and then people can use that QR code to get and scan for tickets.
For sure. And the homebrew clubs are going to be there. Homebrew Hand Grenades. Yep. LIBME, they're going to be there too, on top of a lot of the breweries that you saw here from Long Island, including Steve, including Blue Point, Great South Bay. They're the ones who started it. Thanks to them, that's what it became a Cask Fest. That's why it became a Cask Fest. And we're very fortunate, and the kids are very fortunate to have, an income that's helping the, the nonprofit. So.
And fortunate to have somebody like you. Yeah, exactly. And what happens in the long run is that the kids benefit. I mean, it's fun for people, but it's really about the kids.
It is about the kids. You know, kids with type 1 diabetes, they have a chronic illness, and they really need peer-to-peer support. And camp gives that peer-to-peer support. It gives them mentor support from the adults and the staff with type 1 diabetes. And unfortunately, type 1 diabetes right now is forever, and we have to take insulin, and we have to do a lot of stuff to manage our blood sugar. We can live with it, but it's not. We're not in the woods, you know. Like it's not a cure, unfortunately. But this camp makes kids link up together, and mentors, and the kids, and we get to help each other with type 1 diabetes and become another family, you know, just like the beer club.
Yeah, and thanks for your help with this. I mean, it's like I said, for the kids for sure.
Yeah, they're very. You know, I'm very thankful for everybody. I'm very, very thankful for my family and my beer community. You know, like when I said we were going to do a Cask Fest, I was like, wow, how are we going to do this? And, you know, like everyone jumped in. There was no no's, and it was, we're very fortunate.
Yeah.
You know, in 5 years, we're going on to our 6 years, raised over $30,000.
Wow.
You know, 100% goes to the kids. So, and that's all because of our beer family, our homebrew family, our brewery family, because of our homebrew family. And Blue Point ultimately, and you know, Jim and Rick, who started this because I was guest bartending, and they said, let's do it.
I was going to say, like, what does Blue Point mean to you guys as homebrewers? It's got to be pretty much everything.
They've supported us from day one.
Day one. And I was at River Avenue, you know, rat. You know, I went there. That was my first craft brewery exposure.
Yeah.
My first craft beer exposure, honestly. And you know, when River Avenue closed, it was really sad. But you know, they came over here. And kind of seeing the same vibe, same but different. But you know, I have a lot of core people over here still. So you have Jim, you know, the cast master, who's really supported us from day one. He was a homebrewer himself, and you know, that's why our benefit. That's why you know, Big Brew Day, all that stuff that we do as homebrew community, really, really amazing.
There's so much to see and do here over the last few years. You've seen, you know, big changes being made. What has been the one thing that's kind of stood out to both of you about what this Brewfest has done?
Yeah, in general, like this, I believe there's been 19 Cask Fest right now. I believe I've been to 18 of the 19 of them. I was hanging out at Blue Point when it was in 1998 when they opened up. My buddy Scotty was working there. My buddy Chris was working there.
Yeah.
I was going to St. Joe's at the time, so it was right around the corner. That's where we hung out. They weren't allowed to charge for beers, so we were hanging out there on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and it was pretty much accepted that you hung out and drank for a little bit, and you bought a growler or two when you went home, and it was just the accepted practice at that point, and that's the legalities that they had to deal with. And to stick with what they've done for LIBME, they not only do they host us for Big Brew Day on an annual basis, but they have done so much for us as a community. They've given back to LIBME a ton, so we have a lot of love for Blue Point.
Huge. So you guys, you know, what do you see as the future? Has the club grown over the last few years since post-COVID? And what are you guys, like, ambitions for the next year or so?
Yeah, the club maintains numbers at this point. We had difficult times trying to remain relevant during COVID, and I was president during that time, and the challenge wasn't trying to get membership, it was just trying to do something to remain relevant. So we were doing online classes, we were interviewing brewers, we were doing LIBME talks events and stuff like that, just because we had to do something to remain relevant because we weren't going to be at festivals, we weren't going to be out and about. So that was a challenge during that time, but yeah, we got a core group at this point, I think, between the three clubs, because you could become a LIBME member, or you could become a LIBME and Tri-Club member, and you just join all three clubs at the same time. Then you can take
and what's
advantage
that name called?
It's the Association of Long Island Homebrew Clubs. I believe there's an acronym for it.
Yeah, ASLIC.
Oh, yes, that might be it.
That's homebrew and grenades, and also Brews East and Revival Beer and Long Island Beer Malt Enthusiast, so you can become a Tri-Club member.
Yes, you pay your regular dues, and if you pay an additional $10, you're a part of all three clubs, and you get the benefits of all three clubs.
And that makes so much sense. You guys are all very well networked and connected, and you guys communicate and absolutely organize events, and that's just, it makes sense.
There's little rivalries. We do events where we go against each other and stuff like that, but we're all a group of friends.
We're all family and friends in the end, honestly. Although there's a lot of competition.
But we like to talk shit every once in a while, too.
You got to represent the brand.
Got to talk shit.
Of course.
Greg, Jen, really appreciate you guys for being on. And
I hope you guys all come. January
check it out.
21st, 24th, Sunday,
At the,
12 to 5 at the Brewers Collective.
The Brewers Collective in Bayshore.
20 plus breweries, food trucks, live music, raffles. It's 100% benefit.
Fantastic. Greg,
thank you so much for having us.
how you doing?
Thank you. Life is good, my friend.
Life is good. Jen, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks for getting the word out.
Steve, we're gonna wrap this up.
This is it.
This is it.
Wow.
We gotta break down and we gotta.
2023.
I think they're gonna kiss.
Cask Festival.
Apparently, parking sucks where I have to be in like an hour.
Not where we are.
Take that half hour. I don't know how we get the gear out of here, but we're gonna make this happen. So.
Thank you so much for having us.
Jen, really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us on.
This is where Mike B and SteveGovsRay.com. We are really happy and grateful for Blue Point, like these homebrewers are, for hosting us and having us in and having a great old time. Manny's walking around saying goodbye, doing his hellos and goodbyes.
Get his stash stuff over here.
Yeah, and then we're always in. Is that what it is?
It's the stash.
It's the stash. We're gonna have this air back on, I think, Monday. It's somewhat coming Monday, I guess.
One of those Mondays.
But we got a couple of great shows coming up for you for the rest of the year, and then we kick it back off in the springtime, and we got some good stuff to round out the year. So check us out on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter, the Wort Podcast, on Instagram, on YouTube, and all the other good stuff, and you can come check us out. We are doing live shows every other Monday throughout the 2023-2024 season. So thanks everyone for joining us. We had a great time. Steve, thoughts about the Cask Fest today? You had a great time.
Humbled.
Yeah,
today was one of those days for me.
Yeah.
Humbled by the amount of old support from Barrage.
The old support.
No, man, it's I ran into so many people who were like, "Holy fuck, bro, bring it back!" And it was just, wow, man,
I'm good.
Wow, man, thank you. It's amazing how beer can touch people.
Yeah.
And it's not so much the beer; it's the community. Like, people will be surrounded by, like, they love this brewery or they love this event, and it's those people love that and they all kind of like dig it, and if you're doing it, they will let you know, because people that come to these events are not the people that look to get hammered and
they're looking to enjoy good radical beer.
Man, they just want to taste some really good liquids. Enjoy them and share it. Like, oh, did you try that? It was so good. Did you try?
100% it's the community. I agree.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I
family.
Today, man, I was a little.
It was a good day.
I was a little humble. It
was a good day.
It was good.
And it's not over yet.
Can you guys give me the real answer though? Like, where's Graz?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Let's get to the important
I'm glad
stuff.
you brought that up.
So
because,
what's interesting is we're going to cut that out of the show, and you never said that because we like to stay relevant.
No, he's fine. He's fine. Everyone's good.
And we love him.
Yes, he'll be fine. And thank you for bringing that up because we do miss him as part of our core random callers and.
I wouldn't say miss.
No,
but we love him. We love him.
Well, like I miss the herpes outbreak that I
get. We love him.
Yes,
but we don't love what he did.
No.
What he's capable of.
What he's capable of.
His destruction possibilities are.
Yeah.
Well, thank Tom, our producer, for being here.
Tommy.
And then, of course, Pete, who had to go christen his son for the third time this year. Third time this year. He's the devil incarnate, so that's why. So Pete's gonna say goodbye and have your pet spayed and neutered. And this is the Word Might Be, SteveGovsRay.com, and we out.
Well, that's 2 hours of your life that you'll never get back.
Are you kidding me?
Please hang up and try again.
This has been the Wort on Govs Radio. I hope you're drunk enough.